Opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT-HD, WOGL HD3 Philadelphia. From the Piazza Auto Group Studios, experience the power of one with 8 brands and 25 locations. Always live.
You're hot.
Odyssey app. The Larry Steinhouse Show.
What are you laughing about already? We didn't even start yet. You're already laughing.
Everybody heard the story already because before we're being live, we have our producer, our sweet producer, Glenn, said, "You're hot." And immediately we get the boost that we need to start this crazy show.
Is that what it is?
Because we are hot.
So we're hot.
We are hot.
Right. You know what he means, right?
I know, but he could say...
He means our microphones are on.
I get it, but he could say you're live. And he said, "You're hot."
Yeah, and then Omri got very, very excited about that.
I know.
I said what I mean, and I mean what I say.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another high-energy edition of The Larry Steinhouse Show. I am your host, Larry Steinhouse, and joining me today are my incredible co-hosts, Dr. Deb Anderson, bringing her sharp insight, experience, and grounded perspective, and, of course, Omri Morad, back in action with his humor, Israeli flair, and always entertaining take on the world, which we just got an example of, I guess.
Yes, exactly.
Today, we're diving into stock options, real estate, real-world wealth-building strategies, along with a breakdown of the economy, politics, and current events that directly impact your money and your future. Expect smart conversation, practical advice, and a few bold takes along the way, because that's what we do. We're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling headquarters right here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania.
Correct.
Your home for learning how to invest in real estate, trade stocks, and take control of your financial life. And don't forget to RSVP for a free class this Thursday night at
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
It's the perfect way to sharpen your skills and level up your financial education. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors. First of all, Marketing Agency Near You is one of our sponsors. You could call my friend Dan. He is the team behind building all of our websites, including investorschooling.com, sultanincomefund.com, larrysteinhouse.com, and, of course, our charity, Lev27. And if you want to claim a free consultation and have him help you with your website, you can go to yourfreeplan.com, yourfreeplan.com. I want to thank Peter at PB Adjusting. He and his team help homeowners get more money from insurance claims. If you think your claim was underpaid, visit pbadjusting.com. That's pbadjusting.com, and he will get you more money. Of course, the Sultan Income Fund. If you invest with the Sultan, you will collect like a king. And we used to say that it gave us a preferred return of between 36 and 48% a year.
You can't say that
But
anymore.
our attorney said we can't say that anymore. So we have to say now the returns are so high that our attorney says we can't say it anymore. You know what it reminds me of? That reminds me of the artist formerly known as Prince. You know what I'm talking about?
No.
So when they wouldn't let him use the word Prince anymore, right? That's why they changed it. So he used to be Prince, right? And then he went to a different record label. I think, Glenn, was it a different record label he went to? I don't know.
There was some kind of deal where
he couldn't use the name
wouldn't
anymore.
let him put out albums.
Right,
so
he couldn't use the name
started...
Prince anymore.
Okay.
So instead of changing his name, he put that symbol on there, and he said the artist formerly known as Prince.
Okay.
So that's like what I just did, right? My attorney says I can't say that it's 36 to 48% returns. So now I just say it's so high that the attorney says I can't say them. There you go.
Right.
All right. I also want to thank our other sponsor, the Joe Keller team at Cross Country Mortgage, the only people I trust to get me my mortgage. Listen, he does high-end complex deals, and he specializes in mortgages over $2 million. You could call Joe directly at 215-817-9084. Now, look, we're going to be doing this show. And we're going to be doing a show for the next hour on this hour, and then we have another hour after this.
Yes.
And we would like you to call in.
You should, because as we proved many times, when people are calling us and they bring their
The
questions,
show gets better.
It's always get better.
Right, it's always better when
It's
the show calls.
Exactly that.
Did you update the phone number? Because I think you forgot to update the phone number last time.
No, Joe's phone number's right.
No. I'm saying like to have them call in. Remember, you forgot to direct it last time.
Oh, that happens all the time.
To do the forward? Have you done the forward?
Yeah, I do that all the time. But
So
why don't you give the phone number?
Yeah, while Larry is checking that the phone.
Why don't you give the phone number and tell people they can test it?
So while Larry is fixing the phone number, you can help us test it by calling 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. Every question you have about money, stocks, real estate, anything at all. Even if you want to call and ask us, how are we doing today? 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. And we have a very good reward for the people that will call today.
What's the reward?
We are going to invite them to the Champagne and Profits.
Champagne and Profits event, yeah,
We're
on
going
January
to
13th.
have a very good event.
So
that is
basically, we're going to give the ticket away for free?
They
Yeah.
need to commit that they are here.
Yeah, they need to.
Yeah,
think so. Okay,
we're
so-
not giving piece of paper for people to think if they will or will not come. It's only if
Right.
they can come.
So this is like a little, I don't know, what do you want to call it? A
Private
gathering,
club,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, it's a gathering where we have champagne and we have hors d'oeuvres and we kind of have some fun. We talk about deals, we talk about money we've made, we talk about things we're doing, and it's not formal. It's very informal. It's just a lot of fun. It's something that you want to do.
Come and see that we are
It's
not
January
full
13th,
of... Yeah.
right? It's January 13th.
Mm-hmm.
It's at 6 o'clock. And if you want to come for free, all you have to do is call in right now, and we'll give you free tickets. We'll give you 2 free tickets, actually.
Mm-hmm.
And, it's a lot of fun. And you'll have a good time. And I promise, it's like cocktail hour. It's like cocktail hour at Investor Schooling. You could see our new carpet that we just
Yes.
got the new carpet put in, but they're in the middle of putting the carpet in now. You might even hear noises while we're in the show because they're in the middle of putting the carpet in now. But what a mess the office is upstairs. I can't stand it.
Yeah, it's a mess upstairs.
But you could come and you could spill champagne on a new carpet. Just don't do it on purpose.
But that's the point. If you want to come and see how authentic everything we're teaching you and telling you right now
Authentic?
is...
Yeah, I was
Yes.
thinking that, but I didn't want to say anything.
Authentic.
It's not authentic. I used the wrong word.
No, it was a
here.
good
No,
word,
it's
but
the word.
No,
It's how
I
you
know, but
pronounce the
it's
word.
not
The
authentic.
accent was interesting.
Authentic is according to something, and it's not according to something here. It's not authentic is not the right word here. I'm trying to think about the word to describe why what they will see in Champagne and Profit will basically approve everything we're telling here in this show.
All right, fair enough. All right, now, Omri,
Yes,
it was your birthday 2 days ago,
yes,
and your birthday's on January 1st.
yes.
How exciting is that?
As much as your tax return.
It's as exciting as a tax return.
Yeah, exactly.
If your birthday was on April 15th, you'd be very upset about that.
You know, they asked me. True. They asked me about. They asked Tamar about it, and she said, "I hate the day before his birthday," and everybody asked her why. He said because you always have to call his insurance agent to do deposits and to do that, because it's the last day of the year and you're always busy. That's how it was in Israel too. It's the same thing.
What do you have to do?
You always forget to do the deposits for the insurance. Every deductible you can take,
What are you
you want to
talking about?
deposit until December 31st.
What is he talking about?
I'm not really sure. What are you talking about?
Can we move on?
Let's just explain what you're talking about, because I don't think anybody understands what
So
you're talking about.
every year when we went away for my birthday,
Right?
with me and my wife, the day before my birthday is always very stressing, because you want to make sure that you're doing the deposits
When you say deposit,
for the pension and all that in the last day. You have to make sure you're doing them correct
Oh, now I understand.
to
what you're
take
saying. Okay.
advantage of the
Okay,
tax.
so what you're saying, like I had to do this year too. Right,
Everybody.
right,
Everybody
right,
do
right,
it, yeah.
right,
Everybody do
What
it.
he's talking about is if you're an entrepreneur, you want to do some tax planning, and you have to, and there's certain things you must do before the December 31st.
Correct.
So now I understand. It's like, Army, can you ever just explain something?
I am, but I explain it with an accent, so people.
No,
don't,
you just missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Okay.
So and it's really smart ideas to know. That's why you have to know what's going on in your books all year, because sometimes you get caught behind the 8 ball. I got caught behind the 8 ball this year. I had to do a whole bunch of tax planning by the end of the year. I got it done just literally probably right 2 days or 3 days before. You're right.
You caught
So now I
behind
understand.
what?
The 8 ball.
The 8 ball.
The 8 ball.
It's an expression.
If you want to explain to me this expression, call 855-939-1137, because I have no idea what this expression means.
Okay.
Behind the 8 ball.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you ever play pool?
Yeah.
Great. So you're playing stripes and solids, right?
Correct.
And then you have your last ball that
Which
you have
is
to put in the pocket. right?
Correct.
But the 8 ball is in front of it. So the ball is behind the 8 ball.
I
From your
got you.
perspective, right?
Being behind the 8 ball.
Right. So you have to avoid hitting the 8 ball. Some games you have to avoid hitting the 8 ball to get the ball in.
Okay. I was pretty sure when it's your last ball, you need to hit the 8 ball.
You're in a bad position, Omri.
No, your last ball besides the 8 ball is behind the 8 ball.
Okay.
So you can't hit the 8 ball to knock the ball in.
That's why we have 2 balls, because if we lose one... No, this is a different... No. Okay. Can we move on? So if you want to be...
I'm not even sure where to go with that.
To the phone number. That's 855-939-1137.
So funny.
855-939-1137. Call us. Any question you have, and of course you will get a free ticket for you and your significant other for the Champagne and Profits.
So I have to finish off because we had been talking about the covered call challenge, right? The covered call, the test that I did.
Ooh, I need to do the draws today. I will do them now.
Okay, can I?
Yes,
wait.
please do it.
Okay, so what I want to do is I want to talk about, because we've been talking about this all year, and I want to talk about how I started with $50,000 on January 1st, 2025.
Right, that's it. You finished.
That's right. Well, they're finished for the year, but I'm still going, but I finished for the year, right? So I want to give the complete results for the year, okay?
Okay.
So the complete results for the year was I put $50,000 into account doing exactly what we teach in investor schooling. The exact covered call strategy that we teach in investor schooling. I mean, you come here, you'll learn this, okay? So the first month, January, I put $50,000 to an account. I withdrew $4,675. At the end of the month, I still had $48,385. At the end of February, I withdrew $39,0852, and I still had $47,102. At the end of March, I withdrew $45,50, and I still had $50,311. At the end of April, I withdrew $56,081, and I still had $53,392. At the end of May, I withdrew $48,011, and I still had $55,444. At the end of June, I withdrew $44,50, and I still had $54,735. At the end of July, I withdrew $49,068, and I still had $50,304. At the end of August, I withdrew $38,041. At the end, in September, I had $53,000, and I withdrew $44,046. And then October, I was down to $45,000, and I withdrew $27,025. That was the worst month. I only withdrew $27,025. That's terrible. And then in November, I was down to $44,601. I withdrew $39,018, and December, I was down to $47,518, and I withdrew $37,058. So I withdrew a total of $51,752.37, and I still have $47,544.62 in the account. So I made 103% profit, and this is exactly what we teach you how to do. It's a strategy that we teach, and it's matter of fact, it's the same exact strategy that the Sultan Fund uses. So if you guys have been listening to us for a while, we have a fund that actually does this. You can put your money in it. We pay you half. So whatever we get for the calls, we give you half, and it's averaging about 3 to 4% a month is for the investors. But we're not allowed to say it anymore because our attorney says we can't say it anymore. So we can only say that it's so high that our attorney says we can't say it anymore. But this is the fund. So this is how the fund works. It's for accredited investors only. It's by private placement memorandum only. And if you want to find out more about the fund, you could send the word Sultan to the phone number 26786. The phone number is 26786. Send the word Sultan, S-U-L-T-A-N, and you will learn more about the fund. But if you want to learn more about how to do this, like do it by yourself and keep all the profit by yourself, you just have to do what?
Come to Investor Schooling. That's it.
That's
Go
it.
to investorschooling.com.
Come to investorschooling.com.
And RSVP for a free class.
How much is it?
It's free.
How much?
Before tax?
Yes.
Free.
Free. Right?
So you can come to investorschooling.com and you can RSVP for a free class this coming Thursday. If you're not in the area, don't worry. Just go to investorschooling.com and we'll be very happy to teach you how to be financially free.
That's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
And so we also have something really cool. So if you learn how to do it, you can actually sit in. We have something called the Onyx Club.
Yes.
And you can actually sit in
We're
on the
going
trades.
to have one this
Right,
one
is so
day.
wow. So imagine sitting in a room with a fund manager trading millions and millions of dollars of money that's not even my own.
It's not far from the picture we see of the movies of what's going on inside the rooms in Wall Street with the big screens and everybody shouting. We're not shouting though.
Like the movie Trading Places?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It's very different than that, but I get it. I get what you're saying. But yeah,
The
but imagine,
stress.
imagine being in the room with a fund manager trading millions of dollars and watching how they pick their stocks and how they sell the calls, what the strategies that they're using are to make more money for the investors. And you get to sit in on that if you're part of certain programs in investor schooling.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody does this. I mean, I don't believe anybody does this, right? It's an amazing opportunity, so they can do that as well. So you sat in the last one, right, Deb?
I've sat in on all of them, actually.
Yeah, you did, right.
I've sat
And
in
you're
on
looking
all.
forward to Mondays.
I am. I'm looking for, and then Mondays will be at your house.
Yeah,
So it'll be
right,
the first time at your
exactly.
house. So yeah, no, I think it'll be good. So it's nice because I get an idea of what stocks you guys are considering. So that's for me, it's important because I do it on my own, but I always kind of follow what the fund is doing. So I usually pick similar stocks or the same stocks. So it's always nice to know, and I've made some money on it too. So it's very helpful for me. So I'm pretty happy with it.
So I don't see anybody online. Anybody online? If you're online, give us say hello and give us a message and say hello.
Any comment, anything, we'll appreciate that.
Yeah, because I feel like we're talking to nobody right now. We could just leave. You want to just leave?
No,
No, we can't leave in the middle of the show.
I don't know, Glenn. Are we
Nobody's
allowed
calling.
to leave?
Nobody's online.
And it's
Hey,
kind of weird that nobody's
Hey,
online.
hey, Glenn, are we actually broadcasting?
As far as I know.
Because I don't understand, man. We got nobody talking about anything. Nobody here, nobody there, nobody anywhere.
If you are my mom and you hear me on the radio, please call
You know what it is?
855.
Glenn
what
just
happened,
said
right?
hello. So at least the thing is working. So
Yeah, that's what happened. We have Passport Mommy bored everybody to tears. I think we'd have to cancel the show, and if they don't get rid of us, we have to cancel the show
Listen, stop
It's
with
it's
that.
ridiculous.
Why it bother you so much?
because that's my audience. I'm my lead-in audience,
I got you.
right? So like, hey, this is a great show.
Whoa.
Then we got Passport Mommy going, what in the world is this? Who is the crazy person that put this show on?
Larry.
Period on WPHT.
We are so good. That people are tolerating boring show just to wait for us.
I mean, it's like why even be in the air at all? Why don't we just play?
Tic Tac show.
Snoring
Snap.
on the radio? We'll just have a recording of snoring, or maybe we have an alarm clock. We need the alarm clock. Would that work? Maybe it'll wake people up.
No, we need to talk to Debbie, and she will tell us because Debbie is still full on real estate. She will tell us how is it going in Delaware.
I was just there this morning,
And
and
Calls
so
are coming. Stand by.
a what?
a caller is coming. Is that what you said? I don't know.
A call is
Calls are
coming.
coming.
Are you-
Calls
Calls
are
are coming.
coming.
Calls
All
are
right,
co-
people
calls are coming.
Yay,
Oh, my
people
goodness,
are actually
good.
interested.
Well, that's good. You know why? Because now we'll have something to talk about.
So we made people feel bad, so they're calling.
I know, right?
Really. We're on.
We're listening in the car. All right.
Debbie, tell us about Delaware and how was your visit there today?
So what was interesting? So you guys know I am not a morning person at all. So I met our contractor at the Home Depot this morning at 7:30 this morning. When it's an hour drive for me, which is pretty crazy. But what was interesting is I said, "Hey, let's meet at this Home Depot," and I have the picture of where I'm supposed to meet him. So he decides to go to a different Home Depot. I swear to God. And he's just like, I'm here. I'm like, hey, I just pulled in. Where you at? He's like, I'm over here. I'm like, all right, I'm walking over to the doors. And I'm standing there and I'm waiting and I'm looking at the doors and looking at different things. He's like, where are you at? I'm like, I'm here. And he's like, I'm over at aisle 19. I'm like, all right, I'm walking over. And I'm like, I'm at aisle 19. I'm like, okay, clearly we're at the wrong store. And I'm like, what store are you at? He's like, I'm at the one you told me to. And I'm looking and I go over to the cashier and I'm like, am I in this store? And I give her the address. She goes, yeah, you're here. And I'm like, okay, so he's at the wrong one, and he just decided to go to a
And there
different
are
one.
two right there, aren't there?
There's two like within a couple miles of
Yeah.
each other. So I mean,
'Cause we did that too. We went to the wrong one once.
There is
too.
one
Yeah.
in Wilmington and there is one on Naaman Road.
yeah. So I went on Naaman Road, and
Yeah.
he went to the other one, and I'm
Yeah.
like, all right, give me 5 minutes, and I'll head over. So then we went over. So at least he had all the doors. He had all the doors stacked up. So we had all the doors for the closets and the bedroom doors and all that. They were so
Awesome.
yeah. So all the doors are getting in. The floor gets delivered on Monday.
Awesome.
I have all the lights there. I have like the fans are going to be going in all the bedrooms and in the living room. And then I have a chandelier on order, so that's coming in on Monday. And I need one more fan, so that's coming in I think Wednesday. And all the other lighting is there, so it's ready to get installed.
What do you mean chandelier? What?
I got a nice little chandelier for the dining room.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a nice little chandelier
Fair.
for
So
that room.
Speaking of chandeliers, my wife and I are looking for, ready for this? We're looking for lighting for our house. And there used to be all these places that had all the expensive lighting. I
They
can't
don't.
find them anymore.
I know. I have the same problem. Because I think the change to LEDs, everybody right now like the flash design of the one that is close to the ceiling. Everywhere you see, everywhere you go, that's what you see. And I have problem with LED lighting many times. Because it's like a spotlighting. It's not like a
Right. I know what you mean.
Yeah, it's
exactly.
not-
So you
But
have
even light. But I'm talking about like a chandelier, like a real chandelier, like like a big one. Like,
Yeah.
Would you even find them anymore?
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't. We want to replace the one in the
Yeah.
dining room, and I can't. I don't even know where to go.
There is a big story on Route 1 in New Jersey
Yeah.
that I always see it when I drive to Newark.
Yeah.
All right.
I know which one you're talking about. Yeah, it's near 130. It's not too far off the entrance from 130.
New Brunswick.
Yeah. No, not New Brunswick. It's in like closer to Pennsauken or somewhere in that area.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
All right.
Somebody finally called?
There's actually people calling. Yes.
No way.
So we have the big guy.
The big.
We got the big guy. What's going on, big guy?
How big?
Well, I think there was a
Hey, Larry,
I'm listening.
you there?
I'm listening. Are you there?
Larry, you remember me with my pink outfit, my pink bunny slippers. I want to say thank you for giving me such a Christmas joy with the Christmas tree story this past holiday. But I got to tell you something. Listen, Larry, you need a chandelier. You give me $25,000. I'll put a nice chandelier up there. The best chandelier you ever saw. I promise you. You go away, you come back, I'm going to have like a chandelier from Home Depot hanging, 1995 discount rack. But my reputation says $25,000.
Hey, no, right, exactly. Yeah.
Are you ready to deal with him on Facebook after you finish the chandelier installation?
I gotta tell you something.
Larry knows me. Damn right. I could use the free press.
Facebook lit up with that story. That was a story about the $25,000 Christmas tree where I asked this woman to create a beautiful Christmas experience when I walk in the door, and I got 2 Christmas trees. I'm like, are you serious? One of them was really nice and one of them was okay, but still $25,000 for 2 Christmas trees was not acceptable. And I have a real problem with that. And so he's just
I'm sorry, Larry. Larry, in my world, you're lucky you got 2 trees for $25,000. Mine, you get a tree and a half.
All right, there you go. That's pretty much what it was.
This is how it works in the. Well, listen, I just want to say thank you. I saw you on Facebook without the caller, so I thought I'd call in.
I appreciate
Have
it,
a
man.
great Happy New Year, guys.
Hey, do you want to come
to
to Champagne and Profits?
Where's that?
So it's at my office. It's at on January 13th at 6 o'clock. We'll give you free tickets. You want to come?
Can you come? That's the
I
question.
might be there. I'm calling from my business is in PA, but I'm in Orlando. I don't know if I'll be up there the next 2 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Your business. I'll tell you what. You give us a call and we'll get you to come. How's that?
Sounds good. You take care, guys.
Keep the
All right,
number.
thanks, big
Same
guy.
number. Call us if you can come. We'll make sure you will be able to.
Yeah. So if anybody calls in, they get free tickets to Champagne and real estate right now. But we have Mary Ann in Bucks County. She has some real estate questions. What's going on?
I spoke with you about a year ago, and I had a recalcitrant landlord, and I knew things were going south. And you told me you were patient. You took the call in your own time. You told me that he basically could run, the roof on me, but he kept the security deposit as well as not reimbursing for all the improvements we had done.
I remember you, Marianne. Yeah, I remember.
Okay, well, so
do you still
I'm
at the house?
I've been to an attorney. Pardon me?
Do you still live there?
Why don't we refresh the whole story? Let's refresh the whole story so everybody can listen to it. So tell us the whole story from the beginning.
All right. I just didn't want to bore you, okay? So I had a 5-year lease, and no repairs were done. We were in an electrical storm. The poles fell down.
You were renting it?
The electric company told him, yes.
Okay.
We had a 5-year lease.
Gotcha.
And nothing was done. And so I knew he intended to keep the security deposit, and he was threatening me, and I have copies of the texts and all that. But we had our corporation was bought by another corporation. My husband and I had to travel a lot, and I kept thinking, is this worth my while? Well, I went to an attorney, and he said he could write basically a threatening letter for $1,500. That it probably was a win in a small claims court where I had been before for business, and I compiled a binder with each and every expenditure that we met, which is in the neighborhood of $10,000.
Wow.
And I guess my question to you is this worth it for me to see this through, or do you advise, or do you have the name of someone you advise?
Okay, I'm going to give you a bunch of different answers to that. My first question, you're no longer there, right?
No, we left.
Okay.
He wanted us to stay, but he tripled the rent.
Are you happy where you are?
Exactly.
No.
Are you happy where you are?
I'm ecstatic where I am, and we have very good people.
So here's the reality of everything. To answer all the question, right? So the first question is, should you bother? Okay, you might be able to win. You might not be able to win, but who cares? You know, you're gone. You're on your own. You moved on. You don't have to deal with these people anymore, and life is good. And who cares? You know, then you're gonna hire an attorney who's gonna charge you $2 to $3 grand.
I care because it's a
right.
But this is a significant amount of money to me.
I remember.
And he's a bad guy.
I remember your call, and I think that's what I told you last time. You understand your soul better than everybody else, and you understand what's your tolerance and how it will affect you and your life.
Right.
Okay? Some people can go into a fight with a landlord or with an HOA, and it will be fun for them. Other people...
He's talking about me, by the way.
Yes, I am. Other people, it will interfere with their sleep. It will make them bad parent, bad child, bad husband, bad wife, bad whatever, because this affects their whole life. So you know who you are and what you are. If it's going to ruin your life, just to try to prove a point.
It's not worth, right. It's not worth the aggravation.
Yeah.
Now, if you feel it is, then you go do it.
But the one important point I left out is they threatened to have our neighbors, thrown off their property because they collect old cars. Not realizing.
So what does it have to do with you?
Yeah, I'm not sure. How is it relevant to you?
So what does it have to do with you?
They're very good friends of ours.
So you're ready? But you can't go to court. You can't go to court and say they threatened my friend, so I want money. That doesn't work.
No, I've been in court because of work many times, and I was a military police officer. I wouldn't go into this lightly. What I'm saying is, in your mind, if you could just flip this for 1 minute, is there any benefit you see?
You know the answer to that
if
better
you
than
win,
anybody else. Yeah.
The only benefit is if you win, you get a check. That's it. You can only go to court for money. You can't go to court to force them to do anything else but give you money. So, how much money are you going to ask for? Is the first question. The most you could ask for is $12,000, and are you out $12,000?
Yes.
All right. Now, do you have receipts? Can you prove that everything this landlord did was wrong?
I have a whole book of them.
Okay.
Yes.
But did you call when you repaired something? Did you call the landlord first and say, "Hey, listen, this plumbing, there's a plumbing issue here," and then give him time to respond? Or did you just fix it before you called him?
Yes, and he basically said he had no money to fix it. We had to fix it ourselves.
Or do you have recordings or emails or text messages that say that?
Yes. Yeah.
She might have a case. She might have a case.
So take it.
That's what I listened to you forever. I was so worried and nervous about calling you the first time. I didn't have the mental preparation to say how bad the whole thing was, but it was bad. I'm also looking at what he's cosmetically covered up and intends to sell the house.
Yeah, but that's not your issue. So you got to remember that you're going to go to court for whatever your issue is, right? So if you fix things that he was supposed to fix, and you were supposed to be reimbursed for it, then yes, you're supposed to be reimbursed for it. Now, if you add all those up, what does it come to? You don't need an attorney to do this. You can go to small claims court by yourself and just prepare your case.
There's a website that will do everything for you, by the way.
Because I wouldn't hire an attorney for this. Because first of all, hiring an attorney for this is going to cost you $3,000 to $5,000 just for the attorney. So why bother? So go to small claims court.
Right.
You can claim up to $12,000, and you can ask for $12,000, and let the judge decide. But the only thing is, if you walk out of there and the judge decides that it's not in your favor, how are you going to feel?
I will sleep better having done it because
Okay.
I've been to small claims before.
Then there's your answer.
Before and
Yeah,
I won.
exactly.
And the thing. So I just wanted to talk to you people because you're professionals and I listen to you. I'm always busy and I never have time to call in. But this time, when you're saying, "Where's the calls?"
No, that's right.
What
What
do I have to lose?
Right. I mean, Omri was just talking about something. He like inferred something. I'm having a problem with an HOA in Florida right now, and the problem is so bad with them. They're
Right.
so horrible that I just chose to sell the property at a loss. I'm going to lose $25,000-$30,000 on this property, all because I can't stand the HOA. Now, I have the things that they did. I believe I would be able to sue them and I would be able to win. But you know what? I'm like, I just want to move on with my life. And, and they're even making it difficult for me to sell the property, which is even crazier too. I just want to move on with my life and forget about it. And if I forget about it, I move on with my life, everything's great, right? The problem I'm having again is this HOA is horrible. But if I don't close the end of this week, because of their, because the HOA is blocking the sale, believe it or not. And if I don't close, then I'm going to actually have to sue them, and I'm going to sue them for $25,000 to $50,000 of the money I've lost. But frankly, I just want to go to closing. I have to come up with money to close because it's because of the fines that the HOA gave me.
Are you getting closer to closing there?
I don't know, but
Don't
the HOA fined me thousands of dollars for something I didn't do.
Yeah.
And I got tired of arguing with them to the point where I'm just going to sell the property, take the fines, pay the fines, and move on. So it's the same kind of thing, right? I just want to move on, right? But if they keep bugging me, then I have no choice but to sue them. And in your situation, it sounds like if you, like you said, you're gonna have closure. You'll feel like you had closure by suing them. Then I would recommend you sue them. You take them to small claims court.
Let me just give you a small picture.
Well, I
What's that?
okay.
Let me just give you a small picture, Marianne. Okay. It's 7 p.m.
Okay.
You're sitting with your husband. You're watching TV. You're having a great night, and you open a letter that just got in the mail, and it's the reply from the landlord saying that you're a liar and that you caused damage to the house, and maybe he's even going to do a counter lawsuit. And think how something like that will affect
He
you.
already threatened that.
I get you, but I'm
He
saying
threatened that, and then he didn't do it.
you sound like a sweet, kind lady. And with sincere heart, if you don't have the tolerance to deal with this kind of people, I would say pay for the lawyer. I paid for lawyer. No,
She doesn't need a lawyer to take him to court.
I know she don't need it, but sometimes not to deal with it. I had problems. With bad tenants, very bad tenants, and my trigger in life is respect, and I chose basically to pay a lawyer. I knew I would lose money. I didn't care. I overpaid just so somebody else will deal with this problem. So if you're hiring a lawyer to take this problem from you and still fight for you, this is one thing. But what Larry say, he's right. You don't have to have a lawyer in small claim court. You can go and file. And if you have the tolerance and you want to deal with it, you have the feeling that you should fight for what rights here, do it.
There you go. That's the answer. That's
Well,
exactly
I'm
my
going to
feeling.
take what everyone said, and you have given me marvelous perspectives.
What
I'm really
county is it,
grateful.
by the way?
I'm sorry your line was empty.
What county?
It's Montgomery County.
It's what is it?
Montgomery
County.
Montgomery,
Okay.
yeah.
You know which district?
Yeah, I live in Bucks now.
Okay.
You know where were you living? What town?
Schwenksville.
Schwenksville, she said.
Schwenksville.
No.
Okay, so that's not gonna be any judges we know.
Let's see if we can also.
Right behind Skipback.
No, but anyway, we'll be very happy also to meet you and help you in person. So just come.
Come into
Find
the
it.
office.
We would love to do that.
Especially now you live in Bucks.
Both of us work full time,
Really?
and I'm gonna come in, and
You should come into class and we'll teach you how to make more money. We'll teach you how to be a landlord and be a better landlord than this guy.
Yeah.
I was laughing because I thought that guy in front of me has to had the $25,000 chandelier. I was laughing because I thought, I'll bet you he's a student of Larry's class.
Yeah, but so
Anyway,
what they're talking about
I
is
will let you
if you
go, and
do you follow me on Facebook at all?
No, I don't. I'm not on Facebook.
Okay.
For a security reason.
Okay, so if you follow me on
But I
Facebook,
will-
you know the
I
story.
listen to you. I check in.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time more than I can tell you both, or all of you. And I listen, and sometimes I get such a kick out of what you're talking about. But I always learn something. So thank
Awesome.
you very much for that.
Well, thank you. We
so
appreciate
happy
you.
called. Yeah.
And
All right.
you'll see us in the future.
Looking forward to
Okay?
it. All right.
Take good care and Happy New Year.
Thank you. Hey,
All
Glenn,
right.
why don't you
Bye-bye.
take us out to a commercial?
You're clear.
Thank you, man.
Schooling. How many times are you going to listen to my voice before you finally go to investorschooling.com?
It
I
dropped.
can't believe
It's
you
not
haven't
back,
signed
is it,
up for
Glenn?
a class yet. You're going to learn
What's that?
It's not back, is it?
stock options trading. You're going to learn things about money.
I'm not sure what you're asking is
There's
back.
no more callers, is there?
Oh, no. Ed's not back.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God.
Sorry, I misunderstood.
Schooling.com and take that free class. See you there.
I mean, you could ask him to call back in if you want.
Ed, call back
Steinhouse,
in.
and I want to tell you about a charity we formed called
There you go.
27 is a charity that helps people stay in their homes. Look, sometimes life happens. Many people live paycheck to paycheck, and if suddenly something happens and they can't afford to pay their rent, we will step in and help them.
No
We'll
yawning
even
allowed.
cover any legal fees to keep them in their home. Go to lev27.org, that's lev27.org, to find out how you can help or make a donation. Thank you.
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse. Do you want to become a...
I think Omri was drifting off his mic or something.
Yeah, he was. He's
Maybe.
his microphone moved
Academy, and he's
moved away from
hosting a
his mouth.
complimentary class to show you exactly how to get started. Learn the ins and outs of the industry, gain valuable skills, and start your journey toward a rewarding career, helping people get the claims they deserve. Sign up today at adjustingacademy.com or call 267-392-9907 to reserve your spot. That's adjustingacademy.com or 267-392-9907. Don't miss...
I think what happened with Prince was he wanted to put out a whole bunch of albums and his label wouldn't let him. So then he created his own label and he was
I
like, I'm
remember.
not a...
Yeah, but they wouldn't let him
Made
use
up
the
the-
name is what happened.
Yeah, and he made up the name.
Yeah.
Options, and you need to learn how to make more money than you've ever made before. Why aren't you here? Come.
And at one point he wrote slave across his forehead
Oh,
because
yeah.
he was a slave to the record label.
That's funny.
Take your complimentary class this Thursday. We'll see you there.
It's probably because they didn't want him putting out 50 albums a year.
Yeah, right.
Tell you
Yeah.
I mean, he was really prolific.
The class this Thursday night.
All right, so we will be back after one more spot.
Sure.
Does that work?
Or, that's right, we'll teach you ways that you've never even heard of to make money. So go to investorschooling.com and sign up for this Thursday night's class. Take your complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. We'll see you there. Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that there are a lot of
No calls right now.
real estate
Where's Kimmy? Isn't Kimmy usually online?
Kimmy's not online. Where's Kimmy?
Yeah, she's usually
I don't know.
housing shortage and you have a house for them? They are so happy.
still recovering from New Year's.
So come to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to be a landlord the right way. That's right, we have a complimentary class this Thursday night, and this way you can get hugs from...
All right, coming back. Stand
All
by.
right. See you Thursday night at 7 o'clock.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
All right. All right, welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show. I am Larry Steinhouse. I'm here with my awesome co-hosts, Dr. Deb Anderson and Omri Morad. Hey, you know, we were just talking to Marianne about her lawsuit. And I just want to let you know there's a couple of comments online that I didn't see until now, and I wanted to just mention something. Josie says if he didn't have the money to fix the stuff, he probably won't have the money to pay you, even if you get the judgment against him.
It's true.
Now, this just goes back to whether you should hire an attorney or not. I just think if you want to do it, just don't hire an attorney, right? And then some other people saying, you know, it's not worth it, move on. But whatever, look, you do what you need to do, and sometimes you just have to do it. I mean, you know, like Omri says, like, you know, I just like to bust people's chops, and you know, and make it difficult for people.
Yeah.
But sometimes it doesn't work.
I think if you're doing something like that and you are fighting for what's right and wrong,
yeah,
it's good sometimes to have a lawyer or somebody that will be in the front.
Yeah.
So you won't need to be in the front.
So a good lawyer,
yeah,
would tell her not to bother.
Exactly.
Right?
I
A
know
bad lawyer
everybody.
who's just looking for money would tell her to do it. And that's why I think that, you know, she loses either way with a lawyer. So she's better to do it on her own. And if she does it on her own, maybe someone. Hey, so Deb, I have some questions for you.
Yeah.
So this has been a good year for you, yes?
Yeah, it's been okay. Yeah.
All right. So I mean, there were some frightening moments last year, not this year, but last year with Monroe and some other things. And so talk to me about how you changed.
How I changed?
Evolved.
Yeah, how you changed, how you're you're not. I noticed you're not panicked over money anymore, which is really good.
I'm a little bit. So yes and no. I mean, I'm a little bit nervous about. So I bought 2 properties this year, which was nice. So one was kind of like a turnkey, which really wasn't, because I had to fix the roof, and then I have to replace the water heater, and then there's some other heating, whatever, stupid stuff. But it's nothing important, nothing crazy. And then this property that I'm doing in Delaware it's stressing me out a little bit because it's over budget now.
Sure.
Because of all the garbage that went on with the heating, the HVAC, and then the plumbing, and then so that has so I'm digging kind of into my money, which is fine, but it's just I'm a little bit nervous about that, just because what I planned on selling it for, I'm over budget, which is just, as a real estate investor, they always say if you haven't lost money, you haven't been doing it long enough. And I remember that, and I think about it. It's just like, all right, well, this is just one of those times.
Yeah, if you haven't lost money in a real estate deal, that means you haven't bought enough real estate yet.
Right. So and I get that. It's just, and what's frustrating is that something that should have cost me $7,000 cost me 25, and something that should have cost me $5,000 cost me 10. Right. So that, money that I've lost is what, $20,000, which is what I should have been using to pay the contractor and for the materials that I'm now paying for. So it's thrown me off a little bit. So I'm not worried about money, cause I'll figure it out. I'll just figure it out. And I have to tell you that the covered call thing is really saving my butt on this right now.
Yeah. What are you making now a month?
Around 20. I'm making around
20,000.
Around 20.
Want to tell people how much money you have in an account to do that?
I have, I think around $200,000 in there.
200,000, and you're making $20,000 a month.
And about $20,000 a month.
That's not bad.
Yeah, it's not bad.
So that's not bad at all. And it's amazing. People talk about this. We bust registered reps all the time, but the greatest or the worst thing or the greatest stupidest thing, however you want to put it, that they say is you ever hear the 4% rule?
Yes, I did.
You know what the 4% rule is?
If you make 4% a month,
I never
no.
understood.
No.
4% a year of your net worth is what you should be living on after you retire. So in other words, if you have $1 million in the bank, they're saying you're going to be able to live on $40,000 a year.
Who can live on $40,000 a year?
Who can live on $40,000 a year? And if you have $1 million in the bank, why would you live on $40,000 a year? Yeah. So the numbers just don't make any sense. Not only that. You could make so much money on $1 million. I mean, just lending the money out to somebody, you can make $120,000 a year.
Yeah.
Just lending the money out to somebody. If you put it in, our fund, you could do pretty well. Or if you learn how to do what we do the covered calls, you can make a lot of money. She's making $20,000 off of $200,000 a month. I'm sorry, $200,000. She's making $20,000 a month over $200,000. That's incredible, right? I mean, it's not exactly 20; it's a little bit less, right?
It fluctuates a little bit.
Right, but the point, because I just want to make sure people.
So it was closer to 16 or 17 when I was doing monthlies, and now that I'm switching to weeklies.
Oh, that's why you're doing weeklies. Oh,
so I'm doing weeklies, which gives me.
I was wondering why you're doing
so
well.
Yeah, so I'm doing. I got a little bit of a boost with that. So, but I am taking money out for taxes and stuff, but. Which is also kind of, how whenever you start to put a little bit of a bank away, something always happens and takes it away, right? So I have to pay. I think we were talking about it the other week. So I have to pay my my premium for one of my life insurance policies. So the tax money I put away for what I was making on the covered calls, I'm going to use that money. Yeah, okay. And whatever, I'll just make it back. It's fine.
What do you mean you're saving for the taxes? You're saving? You mean the capital gain tax? You put it on the side?
Yeah, she's putting money aside so that way.
Aside. Yeah.
Right. So what happens is. When you make a lot of money, and you've probably seen this, do you put money in taxes aside or no? Mm-hmm. See, I don't either. But what happens if you make a lot of money, and I'm hitting that point.
So I'm sorry I'm interrupting you. Why do I need to put the money on the side? Am I expecting?
Not on the side. You're actually paying the government every quarter. You give them a check.
You talk about deposits.
Yeah, right. Do you do that?
Something else. No,
do you do that? Okay,
I don't.
Yeah, so you won't have to do it yet, but pretty soon you will. What's going to happen is when you can do your taxes one day, and you're going to owe a whole bunch of money. Then you're going to get a letter. They're going to get a form. It's a quarterly form that says you must put away this much money, or you're going to be fined if you don't.
I got you.
Right. So that's what it is. So come next year. So this year I don't have to because the number was small.
Yeah.
But next year the number will be big, so I'm going to have to do that next year. I'm gonna have to put a certain amount of money aside. Now, at the same time, I'm doing it anyway.
Every quarter.
Yeah, I'm doing it anyway. I'm doing it through payroll anyway, so it's okay. But
Yeah.
but it's just so she's putting money away for taxes, so she doesn't get hit at the end of the year. Now, at the same time, I'm not such a big fan of that either, because now you're giving the government money, and if you the penalty is only like 1%.
And you don't know what will happen. Maybe.
Yeah, and that's the one. And number two is if you can make more money than 1% a month on your money,
Yeah.
I'd rather pay the fine to the government.
Of course.
And they give me a free loan that way.
Yeah.
So I think part of it is too. So you remember that my main job is freelancing, right? I've been
Right.
freelancing for, I don't know, 15 something years or something now, or 13 years, or I don't know, whatever, for a while. So for the longest time, every check, because I don't get paid, I don't get a regular paycheck. I get paid when I get paid, right?
Right.
So my pays are usually net 30, right? So I send them an invoice, and somewhere within 30 days, usually like day 29 or 45, whatever, I get a check. In
Yeah,
the mail,
right.
right. So that
This is on
check,
90.
yeah. So when the check comes in, I would always take 30% of that away for my taxes, and I would live on the rest of it. You know what I mean? So
You
if
put,
I,
it, you put it in a bank account?
well, this is before I knew you.
Oh, you should. Yeah,
No,
you
I
definitely- yeah,
never
that's
do
terrible,
that.
yeah.
I tell you why. I will only do that if I'm assuming that this is the last good year. And next year, I won't be able to use the profit to pay the government.
Right. I know what you mean.
Because in the next
No, I
year,
think
I
I'm
will
confused.
also make money. When I can use the money I'm making out of the next year to pay the taxes for last year, which is basically that's the way. Because
So hold on. So you're using. I think I lost you. So you're saying that. So let's just say for this year.
you are concerned.
Hold on. Can I finish?
No.
So you're saying that for 2025, the money that you owe for 2025, you're just gonna pay it from 2026 money because.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah, pay from profits from 2026. Now,
Right.
I'm going to be doing the same thing this year. Next year, I'm going to do a little bit of balance because the number's going to be pretty high.
No, I also.
So what I was thinking about
Yeah.
doing this time is that, so like I said, I've been putting money aside for the covered call, like the tax. Can I finish? Would you just let me once finish today? Just once. So what I was thinking of doing, thank you very much, Omri.
You want me to mute him?
Yeah, just for a second. Is that so? I like I said, I've been putting, I've been putting 20, like I call it tax and 10, but it's 30% that I pull out. And what I was thinking is that when it hits 50 grand, I was going to put it back into another Charles Schwab account and do covered calls on that, so I can make money on my tax money.
Awesome.
So that's what my goal was for this year.
All right. So I agree with it, but why are you waiting till it's 50 grand?
Well, because right now I like I said, it's around 9, and I need to
Oh.
use that for the
Okay.
for that insurance thing I need to pay.
Oh, okay. I see what you're doing. So
that's
you're using
what
it
I'm
for something else. So,
So,
have to use
so
some-
so she's not. She says she's putting money away, but she's not anyway.
I
yeah,
am putting money away.
No,
just-
I'm sorry. Are you? So when you said that, the way you described it, I think we both understood that you are going to your bank or to the post office and will pay it as deposits to the IRS.
No, I'm not doing deposits to the IRS.
Okay,
I used
I
to do
got you.
deposits to the IRS, but now I don't do deposits to the IRS.
Okay.
I used to do it that way. But the other thing I wanted to do this year is I wanted to open up another Charles Schwab account in my business name.
Yes, I've done that, and that is a great idea.
So I want to do that. So I'm actually in the process
You
of
scare me.
borrowing money from
idea.
somebody, and
What
I
a
was
great
gonna,
idea that is.
and I want to. So I want to do that and make money that way, and then pay off some of my business credit cards with that money,
Yeah, that's a
and
great
then.
idea.
So that's my goal for this year.
That's
So-
what big companies do. They have money making money for them.
That's okay.
So why not have a small company make money for you? So you take 100 grand or 200 grand, you put it into an account, you start drawing whatever $16,000, $17,000, $18,000 a month, and you use that to pay your regular bills, and everything else is gravy.
Can you do it in Charles Schwab?
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
For a company, not for a personal?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have
I
to open
can't,
up.
but you can.
I have to open up my.
I can't because Charles Schwab threw me off their platform.
No, but no. Okay, so to this question,
Yes, you can open one up. He can't physically.
I get it. I get it. But a normal person
Yeah,
can
normal-
open
Yeah,
it.
anybody normal can do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. You could do but it's a lot. It's paperwork. But I'll just do it in Interactive Brokers.
Okay.
But the problem with Charles Schwab, for you guys who are wondering what's going on, Charles Schwab threw me off their platform because technically I'm a professional trader and they don't want my kind on there. My kind.
Yeah, there are so many. Yeah.
So many things you can say right now.
Yeah. My kind.
My kind.
Okay.
So they closed all my accounts, and it was such a pain too. I had to
I tell you what's my problem. Okay. I leave.
only one of them.
Yeah, only one that you can see right now. So I live right now basically with my very small stock covered call account, and honestly with I think with my wife's salary and all kind of stuff here and there, I basically almost don't need to draw money out of my real estate business right now at all.
Good.
So I feel very comfortable. You can say that.
Sure.
Now, the problem is, this is the safety net. If, how you called it, a swan event?
Black swan.
Black swan.
If we have a black swan event tomorrow, I know I have a safety net.
Sure.
And that's why I don't like to mix the two.
But you have a safety net anyway. Your safety net still happens. You still have your real estate. It's always there. You're still collecting rent. Your wife still has a job. That is your safety net.
If you are using a money that's on the side, yes, do it. If you are using a money that you need to pay back, that's the problem with the black swan event.
So it doesn't matter.
Why?
Because even in a black swan event, you're not going to zero. Your account's not going to go to zero.
Yeah.
So what he's talking about, so you guys just let you guys understand what I mean. What we mean by black swan event is, so in any investment, there are certain events that could be disastrous for the investment, right?
Correct.
So a black swan event is something like COVID, something like 2008, crash of 2008, or even better, 9/11 would probably be a more of a black swan event. Those are black swan events. Now they don't happen very often.
No.
They happen every 10 to 15 years. So the only thing about them is we always recover from them.
And much better than where we were before.
That's true. And as long as you have a plan to recover from them, we do in the fund. So actually, if the black swan event happens in the fund, we have a plan for that. So in other words, if somebody gave us, they gave us money to invest in the fund, we have a plan for a black swan event. It doesn't mean that you're not going to lose money. It means that you're going to lose. We're going to do everything we can to mitigate the loss to be very little.
Which is basically to wait when everything is sold down to buy it back.
No, we can't buy it back. But what we're gonna do is they're going to sell the calls way out of the money.
Way out of the money.
So like if somebody was getting $4,000 a month, they might only get $500 a month for about 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, I got you.
And then it would come back.
Okay. You're not selling the
We're not right. We don't want to have the stocks taken.
Okay.
So that's pretty much it. So it's not, we have a plan for it, and we teach you that plan also in investor schooling. If you come to investor schooling, we'll teach you the plan. And the plan is how to preserve money. That's basically what we do all the time. Everything about what we do is how to make sense out of money, like understand a risk. And if you understand the risk of something you do, like I think the riskiest thing that I'm involved in right now are the nodes. So real quick, we got 2 minutes to talk about that, right? The nodes. So the nodes are basically blockchain. So if you guys are familiar with blockchain, if you've heard of cryptocurrency at all, cryptocurrency gets sold on the blockchain. All the transactions happen on the blockchain. Now, I don't believe in cryptocurrency. I think cryptocurrency is a joke. But I think the blockchain is where the future is going. So all transactions will happen on the blockchain. When you buy a house, you will no longer have to go to a title company. You will push some buttons on the computer, and there will be verifying nodes, which is what's called a blockchain, verifying nodes, which are computers across the world that will verify this transaction. That is where the investment is, and that's what I'm investing. I'm investing in nodes that do that. And I have a friend of mine who's very heavily involved in it, he's a billionaire, and he's come up with something that's powerful. And we talk about this. That's probably the riskiest thing I talk about. Now, honestly, on a scale of 1 to 10, I think that's a 9 risk. Not that the blockchain's a 9 risk, but that he has to be the one who does. In other words, like there could be other companies that come out with it, and there will be, but he has to be the one that becomes the best company in order for it to be a great investment. But it's a 9 risk, but I'm also telling people not to put too much money into it because that's what it is. By the way, if you want to find out more, just call me and I could talk about it. But the idea is, we try to teach people how to take limited risk. So even with the covered calls on a scale of 1 to 10, we say the risk is between 3 and 4. So it's not very risky. Now, if you compare that to a bank, I call a bank a 1 risk, not a 0 risk, a 1 risk. Because, we've had banks go bankrupt, go out of business. What do you hear?
Somebody's phone is ringing.
Somebody's what?
phone is.
I hear it
outside.
here.
Oh yeah, that's because that's right. That's,
I know.
Yeah,
Okay.
because we got people, we got workers working outside changing the carpet, so we got some noise going on. Anyway, so we mitigate the risk. We teach you how to mitigate the risk, and we teach you how to pay less taxes. We teach you how to do things with money you didn't even know existed. And that's investor schooling. So if you ever go to investorschooling.com, if you want to learn more, you go to investorschooling.com. I mean, it's funny how I guarantee there are people listening to our voice right now who go, I've always wanted to go to investor schooling. I wonder what that's all about. I wonder what that's all about. I wonder what that's all about. And they're just waiting until 25 years from now when they're too old, or maybe I'm too old, to teach them, right? Maybe I'm too old to teach them. And they're like, oh, I should have went to investor schooling. Look at that. Go to investor schooling. Learn something. Figure out how much is the class, Omri?
And what do you have to lose, right?
How much is the class?
It's free, no?
It's free.
It's still free.
You show up for a free class, you learn something, right? You know, then we ask you to be a student. If you don't want to be a student, who cares? You learn something for free, right? Man.
People don't like it.
I know. They're like, oh.
I don't know.
There must be.
I keep saying people got the thing with COVID that we don't need to socialize. I hate that.
Yeah, right.
I have to socialize.
Right. Well, I guess my guess is that everybody listening to our voice is making so much money that they don't need to make any more.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they don't come. Right?
So if you want to teach us how do you make so much money, please call us at 855-939.
There's no more time for them to call.
1137. Never mind, they will
But they
be
could call
part
the
of
next
the
hour. They
next
call the next
hour.
hour. Yeah, right.
Exactly.
But
855.
how funny is that, right?
Yeah.
It just makes me laugh, right? All
Exactly.
right. So we got about a minute on this show. What else do you want to tell everybody in 30 seconds why they should come to investor schooling, Omri?
Well, I just want to say, don't forget, you might want to come to the Champagne and Profits. That we
Oh, yeah,
have.
Champagne and Profits. So you go to champagneandprofits.com. It's $27 is for a ticket. And if you call in, we'll give you a free ticket. We'll give you 2 free tickets, actually.
Yeah.
And it's a great event. It's just so much fun. It's like, it's a cocktail hour. Cocktail hour at investor schooling. It's we do it once a year. January 13th, we're going to be doing it. 6 o'clock, and we're going to be having a blast. And you and I are going to Vegas this weekend. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that.
You booked it? Okay.
We'll talk about that on the other side.
Sure.
All right.
On the other
So,
side.
I want to thank all the listeners because the listeners are awesome. The listeners are the reason we're here, right, Deb?
Yes. Yeah.
Or are we just here to have fun?
But we want the
Maybe a little bit of
listeners.
I think we're just here to have some fun.
Yeah, maybe a little bit of both.
Because you have to passport mommy at the beginning of the show. Nobody listens to the show anymore anyway.
Never heard
All
about
right.
her.
I want to thank you all for listening. I want to thank Dr. Deb for being here, of course. I want to thank Omri for being here.
Thank you.
I want to thank the callers because the callers make the show even more fun. And I want to thank the
Sweet
Glenn Page for being our awesome producer and letting you guys call in and making sure that the show gets on the air. I'm Larry Steinhouse. This is the Larry Steinhouse Show. And if you go to investorschooling.com, that's investorschooling.com, you could take a class this Thursday for free.
This program is paid for by
Clear.
Thank you.
All right.
Guests on the
Get ready for
program are
next
solely
week.
those of Investor
Next
Schooling
show.
or their guests and do not reflect the opinions
So if you're
of
online, we have another
WPHT
show
or
coming up.
Odyssey.
You should say cold, not clear, because in the beginning you said hot. So now you should say cold.
WPHT, WPHT, HD, WOGL 8.
Why don't you let me do my job?
Sure, I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
wait, it's
You
not
do
a big
yours.
job.
10 brands in 20
So
locations.
the only
Just
thing that
kidding.
haven't been taken away from me
Odyssey
is
app.
Verizon.
Yeah,
Only thing.
I got
Tune in
medicine.
tonight starting at 7 p.m. for the Bob Pantano
Ah!
Saturday Night Dance Party. Live from Adelphia in Deptford, the Bob Pantano Saturday Night Dance Party is broadcast exclusively on 98.1 HD2 and Bob Pantano Dance Party Radio on the Odyssey app. Powered by Evans Pest Control.
With so much uncertainty in the world today, you may find yourself wondering, is now even the right time to retire?
And so many people are waiting. And
I'm
those folks
telling
are
you
gonna be
right
waiting
now.
a really
Wow, with
long time,
4%.
I have to say, because there's no.
You can't retire on
perfect time.
4%.
The
No,
market
you
is
can't.
Always unpredictable.
You need to be
and volatile.
very, very.
Fortunately,
So
This is one of those guys who pushes annuities.
I think it's only if you win the lottery and you're not used to this kind of money, this will work.
Saturday mornings
Because
at
let's
9
say
and Sunday
you won $1
afternoons
billion.
at 5. Talk Radio 1210. WPHT.
Because you fill up a lottery ticket. Now you can live out of
It's the Big Noise,
4%.
Brad Evans from BetMGM tonight. Listen
All right.
Monday through Friday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern on Westwood One Sports as we cover the biggest sports stories from coast to coast. Get insights on the NFL.
So I think, Larry,
Yeah.
I think sometimes because you guys are having so much fun in the beginning, I think like new listeners sometimes don't know necessarily that they can call in with like the real estate and financial questions.
Okay.
So like if we reiterate that, maybe we'll get more calls.
Yeah, maybe.
We're not one of the big.
There you go.
is we don't want to be. If you're over
Are you
50,
going back
big
to
wire-
Rivian?
I just think sometimes it gets a little lost in the fun shuffle.
Yeah, maybe you might be right.
Thousands over a lifetime.
Our
Yeah, you might
entry-level
be right.
data plans start at just $20 a month. And for a limited time, switch and get your second month free. Call one.
Stand by. 10 seconds to intro, or 15 seconds to intro.
Plans include $5 credit for auto pay and e-billing. See site for additional details.
If you want to drink, that's your business. If you want to stop, that's our business. We can help. Find Alcoholics Anonymous at AA.org.
This program is paid for by Investor Schooling. All opinions or statements expressed on the program are solely those of Investor Schooling or their guests and do not reflect the opinions of WPHT or Odyssey.
WPHT, WPHT, WOGL, HD3, Philadelphia. From the Piazza Premium Automobile Studios, powering
Your microphones are now engaged.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Larry Steinhouse Show.
All right. Our microphones are now engaged.
Engaged.
They're engaged.
It sounds hot.
Sorry, I'm confused. Like, what is my microphone engaged to? Is it engaged to my mouth?
It's the only way I can stay safe. Everything else becomes a double entendre.
There you go.
That doesn't work. Yes,
All
it's
right.
engaged to your mouth, Larry.
Engaged to my mouth.
So we have comments that people don't know what we are doing. So I think this show, I will let you do the intro with no interruptions.
Okay.
And then people will know who we are and what we do.
Okay, let's start with the intro. Ready?
Yes.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another high-energy edition of the Larry Steinhouse Show. I'm your host, Larry Steinhouse, and joining me today are my incredible co-hosts, Dr. Deb Anderson, bringing her sharp insight, experience, and grounded perspective, and Omri Morad, back in action with his humor, Israeli flair, and always entertaining take on the world. Today, we will be diving into stock options, real estate, and the real-world wealth-building strategies, along with a breakdown of the economy, politics, and current events that directly impact your money and your future. Expect smart conversation, practical advice, and a few bold takes along the way, because that's how we do it here. We're broadcasting live from Investor Schooling headquarters right here in Langhorne, Pennsylvania, your home for learning how to invest in real estate, trade stocks, take control of your financial life, and don't forget to RSVP for a free class this Thursday at
investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com.
It's the perfect way to sharpen your skills and level up your financial education. Hey, I want to thank our sponsors. We have our sponsor, marketing agency near you. That is the guy who does all our websites. And actually, this guy's pretty good. If you want to learn if you want to make your company pop, you could take a look at some of our websites and see what great work he does. That's investorschooling.com is one of our websites, sultanincomefund.com, LarrySteinhouse.com, and our charity Lev27. And if you want to, he will give you a free consultation. Go to his website, yourfreeplan.com. That's yourfreeplan.com. I also want to thank Peter at PB Adjusting. His team will help homeowners get more money from insurance claims. And if you think your claim was underpaid, visit pbadjusting.com. Of course, the Sultan Income Fund, invest with the Sultan and collect like a king. Hey, it's designed for accredited investors, and we used to say that it paid between 3 and 4% a month returns.
We can't say it anymore.
Our attorney says we can't say that anymore. So we say instead, returns so high that our attorney says we can't say it anymore. Also, I want to thank the Joe Keller team at Cross Country Mortgage, the only people I trust to get me a mortgage. He did a great job on mine, especially for high-end and complex deals. Joe specializes in mortgages over $2 million. Call Joe directly at 215-817-9084. Look, most importantly, we want to hear from you. It's an interactive show.
We are live. Unlike recorded shows, we are live.
So call in at
855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
You can call that number with all things financial. You can talk about real estate questions, stock options, retirement planning, debt, credit, mortgages, investing mistakes, investing wins, or even, hey, Larry, am I crazy for thinking this?
Or even politics.
Oh, even politics, sure.
Whatever you want.
If it affects your money, it affects your future or your peace of mind. So we want your call. So grab your coffee, turn up the volume, and get ready for another insightful, entertaining, and financially empowering episode of The Larry Steinhouse Show. Let's get started.
Yes.
That was so good. You guys followed my cue on that so well. I am so impressed. What's the phone number again, Omri?
That's 855-939-1137.
That's just one time?
855-939-1137.
One more time?
That's 855-939-1137.
One more time?
855-939-1137. 46. No, 70. What?
What are you saying?
I have no idea.
Now you got to do it again because everybody got confused.
That's 855-939-1137. Why am I still doing it? 855-939-1137.
All right.
Now, why are they calling?
Well, they be calling. They could talk about anything. Anything that has to do with real estate, stock options, retirement planning, debt, credit, mortgages, investing mistakes, investing wins, or even, hey, Larry, Omri, Deb, can you help us out here? We made a mistake, or am I crazy for doing something, right?
Yes.
They should be calling at
855-939-1137.
All right, cool.
Now
All right.
I have a question for you.
What's the question?
What's the question you have for me?
I don't know.
But you started and I...
No, you start.
I
Go.
start.
No,
Okay,
you
I
go.
start.
You can start.
I have the button to do the transfer of the premium.
What?
And I have... I'm
What are you talking about?
I'm fighting my... I'm right now in my covered call account.
Oh, you're in your cover call.
Okay?
Okay.
And I'm fighting myself not to take the premium out.
You have to take it.
I know I have to take it. I want you to... It's like the HSA.
Right.
Sometimes you blame me for that. I didn't understand when we talked about HSA, what's the difference between using the HSA
and not using
or
it.
investing it.
Okay.
And then
By the way, we did a whole show on that last week.
And then who?
Debbie and I did a whole show on that last week.
Really?
Yeah.
And then basically you I think I kept talking to you about it, and then you explained it to me and you said your expenses will be higher than your deposits. And if you will make more money by investing the HSA money, this will also be covered and will be
And it's
tax-free.
tax-free.
This I didn't know.
Right.
So I will ask you again to tell me why do
am I
I
taking
have
the money?
to
Okay,
take
so-
the premium
okay,
out?
all right.
And
So
especially because...
Once
wait.
again, we have to get the audience up to speed here. Okay, so let's bring the audience up to speed. Okay, so what we're talking about is we teach a method of covered calls that's an income method. It's specifically for income. So in other words, if you put, we were talking about this earlier, we have the covered call account that we've been testing this with, and we had, for example, we put in $50,000, and over time, over 1 year, we withdrew over $51,000, and we still have $47,000 in the account. And we withdrew that money every month. So why didn't I just leave it in and we would have had $100,000 in the account instead, right? Or maybe even more. But here's the problem with that. The problem with that is every month when you invest, you would invest more and more money because you had more money in your account, right? You understand that?
Correct.
So if you're taking out the profit and you take the profit, you put the profit in your hand, in your pocket, if a black swan event comes, you've taken all that profit already. Now you don't have to worry about it. So like at this point, I've taken $51,000 out of an account that I started with $50,000. I started with $50,000. I've taken out $51,000, and I still have $47,000 to continue to make money on.
That's my problem.
Right?
You see what you said?
Yeah.
You have 47.
Mm-hmm.
I started with 40. Okay? And I have 40 right now.
Good.
But if I will
How much did you take out?
If I will take my premium and the button is ready, I'm
Right.
about to press. If I will press the button, I will have 37.
You need
So
to
what?
stop focusing so much on
Yeah,
your
you don't
balance.
focus on what the balance is.
And
Focus
the
on how much you take
balance,
out.
I know, that's what I'm fighting.
Right.
I know,
because-
but you have to realize
Right.
that this is an income method, right?
No, but that's not worrying me. What's more worrying me is that because I'm basically lowering my account from what I deposit in the beginning, from my initial deposit, I will also lower on the long term on my monthly return, on my
You
monthly
cannot-
premium.
Don't look at it.
You can't look at it that way.
Just don't look at it. Is this your first time you're taking money out?
No.
How much money have you taken out so far? How many withdrawals have you made so far?
I made
3 or 4?
No, I made October, November, December, January. This is going to be the fourth
So
one.
what are you worried about?
So 4 withdrawals are about how much each? 33,000 each?
No. Between 25 and 3,000.
Okay, so
Omri,
you're taking between
listen-
$10,000 and
listen to what you're
$12,000,
saying.
right?
You're
You've
taking
taken out
out-
$10,000 to $12,000, and you
You
think your
still
account
have-
is going to be $3,000 less than when you started
So
with.
if I want to make more money,
Right.
okay, to create a new account or to put more money
Well, you
into
can put more money in the account, but just
into
start
this account?
Right? You can. You can. Just remember, I track every single dollar, so it's
Exactly.
harder to understand the return percentage.
I know.
The returns are fine, but the return percentage. All right, let's do this. Let's grab Alex in Blackmore. What's going on, Alex?
Right. I have a suggestion.
You have a suggestion? Oh, I'm really
I have
averse
a
to
suggestion.
suggestions. What's up, man? Tell me
Seriously,
about
or are
it.
you just joking around?
He's just
both.
joking. What's your question?
Don't you know who you're dealing
Don't you know
with here?
sarcasm when you hear it?
What's your suggestion?
No, go ahead. Go ahead, Alex. I'm teasing you. Go ahead.
No, because basically when people call a show like this, they're not really open to humor. They want to hear cold, hard facts about what business you're in. And sometimes here's my criticism. I'm going to say it's not. I don't want to be mean, but sometimes
Just spit it out.
Hosts. I am. Well, give me a chance, okay? Sometimes hosts are trying to turn things into a comedy show when they should be directly dealing with the information in a non-comic manner. So all I'm saying is, and I know that it's hard for me to say this because I don't want to hurt your feelings.
Oh my God,
Alex,
spit it out.
I'm going to tell you, Alex.
Why are you
Alex,
going around the bush?
Really, Alex, flat out,
It's
you can't.
beating around
You
the
couldn't
bush.
possibly hurt my
What?
feelings.
It's beating around the bush.
Wait a minute.
It's
Let
going
me
around the
finish.
bush.
You keep
Beating around the bush.
There's a bush.
Please
That's the important
don't
thing.
interrupt. Let me just say, I don't want to, because I didn't want to hurt
Alex
Larry's
wants to be
feelings. I'm
serious,
saying
so
he's
let's
got a
be
lot to
serious.
offer.
Alex,
Go
you
ahead.
haven't listened to our show
Okay.
before.
Alex, that's the previous show
I
you
have,
should have
and
called to.
I don't listen very often. I can't get a word in. See, I don't call very often because you interrupt too much.
Yes.
Alex,
That's
You're
who we
interrupting
are.
too much,
Alex,
and that's
Alex, do you listen to our show?
you're trying to be comedian. No, listen to me. You're trying to be comedians, and
We're
you're
not trying to be
and that
comedians. We
doesn't
are
come
comedians.
off very well.
We're funny. That's who we are.
No,
We're just
you're
funny
not, and
people.
that doesn't co-
You
it
don't think
comes-
we're funny?
It doesn't come off very
Oh my
well.
God,
Either
I am
you're
so
funny or you're
insulted
not.
by you.
Now I understand that you are
No, don't be
serious.
insulted. I'm trying.
I am so insulted that you don't think we're funny.
Take professional advice. Okay?
Wait, well, okay, are
Give
you-
me
are you in
a
radio?
guy to do the show? That's
Alex, are you in radio?
have been for years. I've been
in radio?
Professional spokesman for a lot of agencies.
Really?
Yes.
How much money do you make a year?
Yes.
How much money do you
I'm
make a year?
retired. I don't have to work anymore.
How much did you make?
You can make million. You could make millions,
How much did you make?
depending on how many clients you have.
How many did you make?
Oh, at certain times in my life, in the low point when I first started, I was out of Temple. I made $37,000 a year for a graduate. That wasn't a lot, but then
That's
I
great.
went on and I worked for major companies, and I worked.
What was the most amount of money you made in a year?
$21 million.
You made $21 million in
21
one
million.
year?
That's not that big of a deal in the
Wait,
radio.
wait, I
and
just want to
entertainment
be clear.
business.
You personally made $21 million? You personally, like in your pocket, took home $21 million?
Yes, absolutely. That's not. Believe me, that's not that big of a deal in that business.
I'm just impressed. That's
I mean,
all.
there are people that is showbiz. That's what you get paid. If you have a client who.
Hey,
wants-
Alex, if you
for
made
instance, I
$21
was
million,
a yeah.
if you made $21 million, be in my office Monday morning and tell us how to do our show.
I would. No, I would not be able to come over because I'm physically handicapped now.
Oh, that's a shame.
I have MS. I have multiple sclerosis,
Oh, sorry to hear
and
that.
because of that, it's limited my lifestyle. But I'm still alive and kicking. I have my mental facilities. All I'm saying is sometimes, for instance, let me give you an example. You'll like this. The head of Lever Brothers doesn't do his own commercials. He hires a professional spokesman. Why? Because he does what he does best. A spokesman, being a face of your company, does what he does best. But a head of Lever Brothers does something different than present himself to the public.
Do you
He
remember
hires
Wendy's
people.
commercial? Remember
That's what I'm
Dave from
saying.
Wendy's?
Yeah.
Remember Dave from Wendy's?
Well, what are you going to pick one out of a million that may have worked?
So this one's working.
Come on,
Larry
that's not
Steinhouse
a good
represents
argument.
Larry
That's not a good
Steinhouse. Is that a
argument.
problem?
It would be better if you had a professional spokesman.
Okay.
So
you think if I had a professional spokesman doing my show instead of me doing my show,
No.
more people would come to see me?
He wants somebody to introduce you. I think that's the point.
Yeah, because see, the problem with your show is everybody talks over each other, and it's irritating.
Well, that's good.
You
That's
have to
no.
have a
Only Omri
professional
talks over
spokesman.
everybody.
No. You never, right?
It happens a lot. If you have to listen back to your show.
So I thought you said you didn't listen to our show.
I'm not putting you down. I
thought you said you didn't listen to our show.
I think you have. I started a year ago, and I had to stop because there was too many interruptions.
But you're still listening to it now. You listened to us today.
No, I didn't tune in to listen to you. I thought there was a political show on about the Trump Venezuelan thing, and I thought maybe they had an update on it.
So what do you want? What do you want to know about Trump and Venezuela?
I just wanted to know what the updates were. I didn't know what it was because, see, it's an off day. It's not a news day, not a weekday.
And what happens is... So let me get this all straight.
But what I'm saying for you is, Larry, you are good at what you do. I would not take that away from you. You're very professional at what you do. But you're not a spokesperson. You do real estate. Let a spokesperson be the face of what you do. Put him on and polish your show up. You'll have more results. Believe me.
All right, hold on. All right, everybody listening out there, I would like you to call in and give me your comments on what Alex said, if he's right or if he's wrong, whatever you think. And if we get 20 people to call in and says I should have a spokesperson instead of me, I'm not going to be here next week. How's that, Alex?
Okay, fair enough.
All right. Now, Alex.
Fair enough.
Now, Alex, go
But
and
I'm not doing this to. I'm not doing this to hurt anybody's feelings.
All right.
All I'm doing is trying to make your show more productive, make you more money, give you an opportunity.
Alex, you have no idea how much money I make.
You could improve 100%, 1,000%.
All right.
Believe me, there's room for it.
All right, everybody call in and you tell me how this show could be better. And if Alex should be right, I should have a prior professional spokesperson and I could be home on Saturday at 1 o'clock with my family instead of annoying Alex.
And we'll be telling him that he was right. We'll be very happy to tell him that he was right.
And remember, a polished presentation is better than somebody who is not a professional. Okay. And with that, I'll say Happy New Year to you.
Thank you, Alex.
Alex, go annoy somebody else. Take care, man. I appreciate you calling. All right. We got Chuck. What's going on, Chuck? You want to tell us how bad we are?
Yeah, I think you're based on real estate. He's talking on something else. I agree with you.
You what?
What are we talking about?
I agree with you.
Agree with me what?
On what that caller just said.
You agree with his call?
No, he said he agreed with you.
I agree with you.
So we should just keep doing what we're doing.
Yeah.
All right. Very cool. we appreciate that. Is there anything else you called about?
I think the economy is gradually getting better. I guess everybody likes to blame Trump. Trump knows what he's doing.
All right. Well, Chuck, we appreciate the call, man. And we appreciate you listening. And thanks for the comments. All right. Is there anybody else out there want to tell us how bad or good our show is?
Jane and Pennsauken.
That was so weird. That was so weird. Like Larry and Omri here are laughing hysterically, and I'm just like, "What's going on here?" I think I'm confused. So okay.
I think everybody just woke up from Passport Mommy.
I don't know what's going on here.
What happened in the last 10 minutes?
Something in the last 10 minutes happened.
Hey, Alex, thanks for helping us be more unprofessional.
That's so crazy.
All right, who do we got next? I'm sorry, you said the name and I didn't hear you.
Jane and Pennsauken.
Jane, what's going on, Jane? Are you a little more normal?
Hello? You there?
Yeah. We're here. Hey, Jane.
Yeah, you know what? I agree very much with what the caller that called in said.
Oh, my goodness.
I do find you guys, not the last caller, Alex, that was trying to politely say to you things that I think a lot of people feel. You do talk over each other. I think, Larry, you're pretty thin-skinned.
And what?
You know, I think if you played how you talked and how you took the words of the caller that was trying to tell you something, how you took them and how you presented them, and how your other two cohorts kind of just laughed along. Like, you might understand what somebody's trying to say. I have tried to listen to you, and I do honestly have to say a lot of times I just turn you off because it's kind of the same old thing. And I just thought you were very rude to the caller that was trying to give you advice and was trying really very hard not to insult or offend you, just make a suggestion, and neither of you three wanted to take that suggestion.
So I took the suggestion so well that I asked the audience to come in and make comments and see if he's right. So far you're on the side that he's right. Are you in the same Are you in the same house with him?
I think everybody in talk radio anymore thinks they're a comedian too.
So,
and after a while, it just gets old.
I want to tell you something. There are subjects like money, for example, that people say that must go serious. You can't make joke out of those things, money or death or whatever. They are not related, but
money and death are very different things.
Exactly, but there are other ways. There are other ways to deliver this education, to deliver this brilliancy, you can say, into minds, because that's why so many people have hard time understanding money. When it's coming in a very linear, boring way, some people have hard time to listen to that, and they can't suck out the knowledge out of that.
I'm polite and I'm going to say this. I don't think you're getting my point.
Well, we got your point. Your point is you don't like the show.
That's
so listen
fine.
to something else.
No. Thank you very much.
Take care. Have a good day.
To you guys. You got my point. You got my point.
I got your point. Your point is you don't like the show. Listen to something else.
And you didn't like it. You got my point, and you didn't like it.
No, it doesn't matter whether I like it or not. It's irrelevant whether I like it or not.
Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Thank you.
Is that a euphemism for something else?
I have no idea.
Wow.
I don't like conflict.
It's like.
So I think it's interesting that I guess.
No, wait, maybe this audience does like Passport Mommy.
Or I think it's interesting that apparently the only way you could talk about financial information is if you're dry and boring,
Yes.
because it's the only way people will listen to you.
Today, the stock market ended up today, and we would make money if we invested in it. I mean, really, that's what they want?
I think we proved in this very building that there is another way, and this other way gets to those minds that can't get it in the boring, monotone way that you just presented.
I can't do that.
No, I get it.
That's why this school is so successful, and that's
agree.
why our students are successful, because we do have fun.
Some people have hard time to maybe it's too serious. Money, it's too serious of a subject for people to think that it's okay to make funny when we're talking about it.
Well, let's see what Greg from Lansdale has to say.
Okay.
What's up, man?
Hi guys, how you doing?
All right. Good.
Well, you know the funny part about it is, how long has this show been on the air?
7 years, 8 years.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? If the show wasn't the right format, you probably wouldn't have been on that long.
Well,
I enjoy this show. I call you once in a while. I enjoy it, and it's I learn things. And there's so many shows now that if you put them on, they're so boring, even though they're financial. I'll put a CD in and listen to it.
Yeah, I can't listen to the boring
so
shows either.
That's the right thing to me, man.
Well, thank you. At least now we got 1 and 1. We got one that says we should continue what we're doing, and one that says that we should be boring robots.
I'll give you an example. That's why some people listen to Howard Stern. Someone listen to other things. That's why there's so many things on the radio. If somebody doesn't like your show, just change the channel.
So
it's funny. I know that you liked it.
I was reminded of something that was from the Howard Stern show many years ago. Right, the difference between the listeners who liked him listened, and they said something like listened for an average of 40 minutes, and the listeners who didn't like him listened to him for an hour and a half, and they both had the same reason, because they couldn't wait to hear what he said next. So we have these two people who just called in, right? I mean, obviously they just called in, and they're like, I don't like your show. Well, you're obviously listening to it if you have an opinion. So if you don't like the show, either don't listen to it or enjoy the show for the way you're enjoying it, right, Greg?
That's correct. And if they had a show, just by listening to them, I would have changed the channel already.
Change
They
the
had their
channel.
own show
I would commit
on
suicide.
the radio. Well, I mean, I'm not a depressed person like that, so.
All right, let's go to the next person. Thanks, Greg. Appreciate the call. What's going on, Matt? Tell us what's going on.
Hey, how you doing, Larry?
All right, man.
I mean, I've been listening to your show. I've been listening to your show since you had the Mafia shyster on. So, and you know,
the what?
The Mafia?
Yeah.
That's old.
Shyster, yeah.
But go ahead.
Yeah, that's how long I've been listening. I've been listening.
Yeah, it's been a long time.
Every
Sure.
Saturday. So when you get kicked, when you get kicked around from 10, you get kicked around to 1. I can't. So I've been following you, and I was just like listening to your show because of your humor. Like I listen to WPHT all week long, and it's so that guy's like, I want to know what happened with Venezuela and Trump. Well, wait till Monday. Oh, there's a whole other raise. Like when you guys talk about things, it makes me laugh because I love hearing about your problems, tenant problems. I was reading the Bible a week ago, and I realized Omri was actually a king of Israel.
Correct.
So I learned something from that. From his name. I don't know if you knew that.
Of course, I knew that. Yeah.
Yeah. So
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I didn't. I was reading the Bible. I was like, "Whoa, there's Omri's name." I was like, "Who knew?" Now I know. But the thing is, like the guy was saying earlier, professional. Donald Trump wasn't a professional.
Of course not.
He was professional.
Yeah, those are the.
That's why Trump won.
Yeah, the two callers those were both Democrats, obviously.
The point is, and the thing is, you don't have to get rate. You're paying for this time.
That's right.
You're paying to have a radio show. I don't think they undergrasp that. I mean, the Passport Mommy. I haven't listened to that thing. I think I listened to that once. I don't even waste my
Oh
time.
my God, I got to listen to it because we have to put it on 15 minutes before because we have to listen to it in the headphones while waiting to make sure everything works. I hate that show. But they probably like that show.
10 o'clock. 10 o'clock on a Saturday. I'm listening for the woman, the African American woman right now. Her name escapes me, but if she's not on, and then you're on for 1 hour, I know there's a Penn State or some basketball game, and I can listen for the rest of the day.
Right.
So I listen for that 1 hour to your show because you're entertaining. It's like I hear all these financial shows all day. Saturday,
I know, and Saturday,
right?
The shows they have on Saturday, they pre-record them, and they say the same thing every 15 minutes. I mean, who cares? What do I just can't do that anymore. It's so boring,
No, it's like I'm saying it's like, and the fact that people can. I feel sometimes I feel bad. You're like, is anybody listening? Like I'm always listening, but there's no reason to call in. But Alex just gave me a reason to call in. It's like, hey, Alex, go turn on KYW. Sorry, Greg. Stop.
Yeah, right,
But
exactly,
go to
right.
KYW. You can find out anything about Venezuela.
Hey, Matt. All right, we
So,
appreciate.
I don't have any.
We appreciate you, man.
Hey,
Actually,
before you go,
I gotta go. We got lines of callers calling in right now.
After the break, here's a financial question. What do you think about the elimination of the penny? I'll hang up. You can.
What do I think about them getting rid of the penny? How dare they? Here you go. Right? They're canceling another great American who helped the blacks.
Oh, nice.
All right.
One more question.
I know. I'm going to get some flashback on that. That was a joke, by the way. What's that?
I know. Hey, Larry, so when you're at the checkout the supermarket, do you round up for charity, or you say no?
At the supermarket, he does.
I'm insulted by that. Actually, I really hate that they do that. I think that's so insulting. I think that's insulting. I think I think the whole thing. I'm at 7-Eleven now. And they turn the thing and it has a tip on it. Not 7-Eleven, but I think that's very insulting that they do that. Now I tip very well. I'm a very big tipper. But some things like that, just enough already. You know what I mean? Just enough. And I just don't like the fact that the roundup thing. I don't trust the company that I'm rounding up with either. So like if I go to Wawa and it says, do you want to round up for 10 cents? I don't trust that 10 cents is going to go to where they say it's going to go. So that's probably the biggest reason why I don't do it.
Well, what they do is like they'll take that money and just invest it for it's just like prepaid.
I don't know what they do with it.
Prepaid cards, like.
You want to hear the one that really gets me though? The one that says, "Would you like to after you buy something? Would you like to contribute to help your carbon footprint on this deal?" I'm like, what? how much of carbon footprint did I leave because I bought something online? And who's that money going to, and what's it going for? That really pisses me off. I think that's a bigger scam than Somali daycare.
So Amazon is doing it right now while they're.
Now we're talking.
No, Amazon is offering you right now to add things to your coming shipment.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm
To
okay
avoid-
with that.
yeah.
I'm okay with that. That's fine. I'm okay with that. But they're not saying, hey, would you like to contribute $3 to offset your carbon footprint to have this delivered to your house? What would you do with the money anyway?
Yeah.
What are you going to do? You're going to buy the earth? Say, hey, here, we're going to put $3 in the earth to fix it. I mean, seriously?
Yeah,
I know.
we
Debbie doesn't want to say it, but I'll say it for her. Maybe.
If it works.
I can't even find it.
Okay.
Say it.
Well, Larry,
Can we move on, please?
Larry, I'll let you go so you can take another caller.
Thank you
Yes.
so much.
Debbie's saying, can we move on? All right.
financial-
Let me go. Let me go.
Yeah, we can talk about
We have
some financial
Nancy.
stuff.
Wait, what?
We have Nancy in
I know. I got
Northside.
to move on to the next caller. I appreciate you, man. All right, Nancy, what's going on, man? Tell me what you think about this show.
What?
What?
Well, for personally, I would prefer you keep it as it is.
Why you refer to her as a
I'm
man?
usually running errands, and I totally enjoy listening to you guys. There's so many other financial shows that are humorless and
they're boring, right?
Boring, and yes, and if your only purpose was to make money, maybe he's right. I don't know, but I don't think that's your only purpose. I think you want to enjoy what you're doing, and I certainly enjoy listening. So,
And that's the whole point. The whole point is we don't need your money. What's his name? Greg?
Alex.
No.
Alex.
We don't need your money, Alex. We're not here because I only want to get money from my listeners. No, Alex, that's not what we hear about. What we hear about is we're here to have fun. Listen, I pay for this 2 hours, and I have a good time with this 2 hours. At the same time, yes, it does promote investor schooling. And if you want to stop by and you want to learn how to, make more money, we'll be able to do that for you. But Nancy, I so appreciate you. That's so cool. Thank you very much because you hit the nail on the head.
well, I appreciate you guys too. And also, with me, you don't need to worry about whoever that woman is that's the lead-in because I don't turn it on until 1 o'clock.
I said that earlier. I said people don't even listen to her. They just turn on at 1. I said that earlier.
I know,
because
but the
people
problem
don't
is
even listen to
Nancy,
it.
what if Nancy forgets to turn her radio on?
Yeah, but she turns it on at 1.
But what if she forgets to turn
but
it
she
on?
doesn't. The whole point is that she's not listening to
But if there was
Passport
something a
Mormon.
good show on before it,
Oh my God!
then she wouldn't have to. She'd leave
Well,
her radio
she
on.
probably has a timer on or something on her phone. Who knows?
Do you-
Whatever.
have
The
you
whole
s-
point
do you-
is that she doesn't listen to that crap.
Do you see what you just did here in the studio?
I know we interrupted each other. Poor Alex wasn't able to follow along.
My goodness. Thank you, Nancy. Thank you so much for
Okay,
calling
well,
in.
anyway, that was my opinion. So
Thank you for
thank
calling
you.
in. We appreciate it.
We appreciate you so
Okay.
much. All right,
All right.
let's go to Marianne. What's going on, Marianne?
I have been laughing all day listening to you, and if I don't like something that you have to say, I walk out of the room.
You
And
walk
I
out of the
walk back
room?
in again.
You actually
But
walk
I
out
am
of the room?
listening to someone who is no. I mean, I could still hear you, but I mean, what I'm trying to say is, I'm listening to someone who is learned in certain things that I am not, and I appreciate that you keep it light because all of these other shows, I mean. What a headache. And so I'm breaking my own record by calling you twice in one day, but I was calling to get your professional information, which you gave me, and then I'm listening to these people, and I'm like, geez, and this is New Year, and they haven't even gotten started yet. I think your show is fine the way it is, and I also experience that people who are very intelligent tend to speak very quickly, tend to speak more off the top of their head because they're thinking of a lot of things at one time. So I just wanted to be in the column that votes, hey, keep it the way it is.
Well, thank you very much. We appreciate that a lot.
I appreciate that.
So I tell you when.
And you'll be seeing my husband sooner. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I'm sorry.
He's interrupting
I
again.
can't-
Alex is going to be all upset.
Exactly. Now I can't do it anymore.
What I was going to say is I just got done talking to my husband, and I said, we have to go to that school, and, maybe we'll make it once, maybe we'll make it twice, but we'll find some time to go. And my
and have fun.
favorite teachers in life are the ones that can make you laugh. I mean, I could put myself to sleep. So anyway, just thank you for everything you do, and thanks for taking the time to speak with me today.
Oh, thank you so
Okay?
much. You're awesome.
Thank you, Maria. We appreciate you calling
All right.
in.
You know what? You know what I found hilarious, right? Because we are a show. There are so many other shows. People can choose to listen to us or not. This is not how the line to the Social Security office work that affect everybody, and there is no other way. This is a show. We have competition. I'm pretty sure people have other things to listen. And if people call us, instead of listening to other show, they actually call us and tell us how bad we are according to their belief. To me, it says something about them.
To me, it's fantastic.
Why aren't they moving to
fantastic.
another show?
I have this thing about haters, but wait. But I've got something for Alex. You ready? Here, I got something for Alex. Hold on. I got something for him.
What does financial freedom feel like? How does it feel to have your kids' educations paid for? How does it feel to be able to take care of the people you love? How does it feel to know your money's working harder than you do? How does it feel to be able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do? How does it feel to be able to live life on your own terms? What does it feel like to finally make your dream life a reality?
There we go.
What happened?
My keyboard decided not to work, so I was telling Glenn to go to the commercial immediately after that. And because my keyboard didn't work, it said,
I see it now.
so wait. Okay, I got to do it one more time. Because This was such a perfect intro to the commercial, right? Because, Alex would have loved it. You ready? So I'm going to do it one more time.
It should be the back from the commercial, no?
No, it just start. This is supposed to lead into the commercial. So let's all pretend that none of this just happened.
What does financial freedom feel like? How does it feel to have your kids' educations paid for? How does it feel to be able to take care of the people you love? How does it feel to know your money's working harder than you do? How does it feel to be able to go where you want to go and do what you want to do? How does it feel to be able to live life on your own terms? What does it feel like to finally make your dream life a reality?
Hey, this is Larry Steinhouse with
You're clear.
You know that we have a radio show right here every Saturday at 1 o'clock? It's called The Larry Steinhouse Show. And you want to listen to this show because it's a live show and you can call in. In fact, here's the call-in number.
855-939-1137.
And when you call in, you can ask us questions about real estate, the stock market, even politics.
We still have
Make sure you
time, by
tune
the
in
way, so
Saturday,
if somebody
1
want to
o'clock.
call,
This is Larry
please
Steinhouse
call
with
us.
Investor Schooling.
855-939-1137.
This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that you can buy real estate with absolutely no money out of your pocket? That's right.
I think you're a little hard on the guy.
Talk about how to buy real estate.
I actually do.
Me too.
You should come this Thursday night to a compliment.
Yeah.
Learn more.
Well, here's the thing. I don't know what his motives were, but he was, he was being respectful.
Yeah, he was. He was being
and
respectful.
Like what Omri was saying at the end there. Omri, what you were saying at the end. It's not like he said, you guys got to get off the air or whatever. It's like, this is terrible, get off the air. He just said,
Wait. Why are you having this conversation now? Why are you doing this? You're only the Facebook people are hearing this conversation.
Who cares?
Yeah, but this would be great to have on the air.
Okay.
4. Why aren't you here? Come to investorschooling.com. Take a complimentary class this Thursday and learn. That's a take your complimentary class this Thursday. We'll see you there.
I'm not saying he was right. I'm just
Larry Steinhouse with Investor.
I'm just saying the poor guy had never had a chance.
I think he had a perfectly good chance. He just wouldn't spit it out what he was trying to say. It took him 10 minutes just to say one thing. That was making me crazy.
Because he doesn't know you guys, and he's trying to be respectful.
Go
He
to
doesn't know how you're going to take it.
Complimentary class this Thursday. That's investorschooling.com. That's investors.
All right, we'll be back after the next 30.
All right. This is Larry Steinhouse with Investor Schooling. Did you know that you can leverage the stock market with a little bit of money to make a lot of money? That's right. We have something that we teach called stock options, and you can make a lot of money with a little bit of money using stock options. Yep, you got to learn how to do it. So go to investorschooling.com and you will learn how to do it. Take a complimentary class this Thursday, and I'm going to teach you that and more. Investorschooling.com.
I'm coming back.
We'll see you there.
No calls right now.
Program is paid for by Investor Schooling.
Hello and welcome back to the Larry Steinhouse Show.
So Glenn was talking during
We're
break, and I
going-
think Glenn should
Are
bring
you
up what he was
interrupting
saying.
my
Yes,
intro?
I'm
That's the
completely
biggest
interrupting.
problem.
That's
Don't you understand that the people on the radio
They don't like to
listening
get the interruption?
Don't like
Glenn was
when
talking
you
about-
Oh my God, I'm
me.
shutting off.
Do not interrupt me,
Glenn,
because
Glenn, talk
if
about
we
what you were saying during
interrupt me,
break.
I might have to
Oh,
bring
stop.
in a professional.
Well, I don't know if it has to be either or, Larry. I think it's just finding the middle ground, isn't it? It's just sort of finding that middle sweet spot. I think you might have been a little too hard on. What was
You
his
think I
name,
was too
Alex?
hard on Alex?
I think you're a little hard on him. He doesn't know you guys, and he's just trying to be respectful. And I don't know, maybe he is a jerk, and that's his ultimate.
I don't think he was a jerk at all.
No, I don't think he was.
No,
a jerk.
he was not.
But, you know, I think his idea.
I don't agree with him. I don't think he was a jerk.
I wonder if we're thinking it the wrong way, because he was talking about, you know, getting a spokesperson. So I guess, and maybe I'm not understanding what he meant by that, because I don't think he meant a spokesperson to run the show. I think he meant a spokesperson to do the introduction and to be the face of the school. Is what I'm
Maybe,
gathering.
but-
I'm
but
just
I-
saying.
but,
That's
yeah,
what
I
I'm.
mean-
That's how I read it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you're the face of the school because you're the good-looking one.
There you go. I'm the face of the school.
And Omri is the voice of the school because she's got the sexy voice.
Omri does have the sexy
And I
voice.
am the ringleader.
No, I want to be the good-looking one.
You don't want to be the okay.
Well,
You could be the good-looking one, and then
I appreciate you.
and then I'll have the good voice. There we go.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Yeah, I don't think Omri. I don't think you should paint it like the guy. Well, you can just go listen to another station. I mean,
No. That's completely not my point. My point is that if it comes from a point of, I'm sorry, but pity, yes. But if the guy actually care about us, if he actually hear and he say, yes, I can help him improve, I can do that, I can assure you by knowing Larry and his character, he would accept the advice if he would come in a more direct way.
No. He was no. Let me make this really clear, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I appreciated Alex's advice.
And
I did not agree with it one even slightly bit. Okay, because he doesn't know my personality. My personality, I could not do that. Why would we need to have a spokesperson when I'm the spokesperson for the company, right?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, as soon as I brought up David Wendy's, he goes, "Oh, you had to pick the 1 in a million." I'm like, "There's not 1 in a million. There's several others." Elon Musk is sort of the spokesperson for Tesla. I mean, you know, it's not like people don't do this. They do it. It doesn't always work, but for me, it works. And at the same time, that's what people want. They want me. They want to talk to me. They want to know about me. You guys also are same thing, right? They come to school. Why do people come to the school from the radio show?
Because they want to
meet us.
They want to
meet us, right? They want to meet us. They think we're funny. They think we have some fun.
They-
And then what do? I teach. You ready, Alex? I know you're going to be really upset about this too. I teach at a 6th grade level. So I teach finances at a 6th grade level. Now I'm talking about complex finances at a 6th grade level. I'm not talking about math, 4 quarters equal $1 6th grade level. I'm talking about I teach stock options so a 6-year-old can understand it. Okay, because I'm tired of these people that you go to these seminars, you go to these places, they try to overcomplicate things with Bollinger Bands and candlesticks and MACD and all this stuff that is relevant. It's not necessary to know that stuff. Some high complex crazy guy figured this out one day, and he said, look, if you follow this Bollinger Band, you might be able to predict the stock market. Well, I could do it without doing that, and I could show you ways without doing it, without understanding the math to a Bollinger Band or a candlestick. I could teach you how to invest in the stock market using your brain. And your brain is a lot smarter than you are giving it credit for. Now, obviously, Alex wants our brains to be smarter than his brain, which I don't think anybody could be smarter than him. Oh, I finally insulted him. But here's the deal. That's what we do. And
So-
if you like our style, great. That's why we give the free class. We give the free class so people can have an introduction to our style, right? If our style is for them, great. I mean, I've had people at the end of this class, they walk up and he goes, I didn't think you were funny at all. I didn't enjoy this class at all. You should have been more serious. I'm like, this is not the place for you.
Larry,
go somewhere else.
Correct. Some people sometimes are getting appalled by your attitude.
Which one?
Exactly. and and it's harder, but the point is that you can't satisfy everybody. And that's why I think you were sincere when you said to people, call and tell us what do you think.
Right.
Because yes, there are people that come here for a Thursday night and said, this is not the attitude I want to have every Thursday night. And there are people that
who
are coming
love it.
every
They love
Thursday
it, right.
and you know what? It's not something maybe to be proud of. We have people that come here and they
very
do
proud of
and they do nothing
Well, that's
in
fine.
stocks or in real estate. They come for the humor.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that.
I'm not a big fan of that, but in
They
this
don't come for the humor. They come for the camaraderie of the class.
whatever you want. But the point is, they come for the education, for all that. They love coming to the school because of this special dynamic.
Of course, you're absolutely right. That's exactly what they come for.
That's why in this case I mentioned it, because some people like it, some people don't. Whoever don't like it, I guess
It's not for them.
Yeah,
They can go somewhere else. They could go learn from I don't know, some whatever makes them happy.
One
right?
of the 3 million billion gazillion YouTube courses that you can buy or find, and the people that tell you, do you want to learn how to be a millionaire? Put 100,000 aside every month. You know those crazy.
Yeah, you'll be a millionaire in 10 months. Right?
Yeah, exactly. You know those YouTube crazy.
Right. I mean, here, since we're now pulling content out from different places. Here, listen to this, right?
What are you doing?
I'm going to try to play this.
The concern and care that he has, the desire to see people be successful and to see his drive because of that. It's amazing to be a part of this school that prepares you for greater. Whatever it is that you want, even if you feel like you don't know, you don't have experience, not only Larry, you and others, but there are people in this room that have tons of experience that are willing to share and willing to help you to get to where you want to be. And so for me, that's an amazing thing to see. In addition to the teaching, is to have a community of people that want everyone to succeed and to do well. And I'm grateful to be here.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
That's a spokesperson. That's one of our students actually talking about how great it is for him.
Yeah.
You know, it was very low volume though, but that's right.
Yeah,
I got
have
to
to
figure
turn
out why it was low volume. But there you go. So that's the kind of stuff that we do. That's the kind of stuff we teach. I mean, he's in a room with there's 30 people in the room and 50 people online that day. That one day.
Yeah.
And we have hundreds of people come through the school, and some people like it, some people don't. I'm trying to figure out. Glenn says a caller named Mark says he likes what we do, but he can't come on the air, so I guess we can't talk to them. We got other comments, right? We got so many other comments on the Facebook feed, on the YouTube feed, right? There's so many better comments talking about how great we are. The show is amazing, love it, right? So just you just have to decide whether you want to be with us or not. If you want to be part of this, great. If you don't want to be part of this, that's fine too. But if you want to be part of it, I'm telling you right now,
that's the way.
You'll be successful. Well, I can't guarantee your success because I can't guarantee what you're going to do, but I guarantee I'm going to give you ways that you could become successful. And all you got to do is go where?
That's investorschooling.com. Investorschooling.com.
All right, so now that we lost the people who only listen for 20 minutes, why don't you give them the phone number again?
Yeah, we have some time. 855-939-1137. That's 855-939-1137. 855-939-1137.
So I have a question for you now. So tomorrow, because today is Saturday, tomorrow they will repeat one of the hours of today.
Mm-hmm.
Which hour should we have them repeat? The first one or the second one?
The second one, there's no doubt.
Right. Why?
Why? I don't know. It's you.
Right? So, Alex, listen to this, right? Omri says we should repeat the second one. What do you think, Glenn? Should we repeat the second one or the first one?
I'm going to go with the second.
Right, because it was more what? Why do we want to repeat the second one? It's more what?
interaction.
Engaging.
Entertaining, engaging, interaction, right?
Whatever you
Hello.
That's the fun of it. Yeah,
So
that's why
people are on the edge of their seat right now.
That's why we're coming.
Some
here
people
every
are throwing
Saturday.
rocks at their radio, and other people are on the edge of their seat.
Again, I don't get the people that are throwing rock at the radio instead of changing the channel.
Oh my goodness, Omri.
I don't get it.
That's kind of what I mean. I mean, they're changing the channel and throwing rocks at the radio.
No, there are people. You know how you watch sometimes those docos in the TV and they're so annoying, but you can't stop watching. I think that's what we became.
Absolutely, I just said that. That's exactly right. That's like
what
Howard
we
Stern.
became. Yeah.
Right. And who's Howard Stern's spokesperson?
No, I have no idea.
Howard Stern.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like we are what we are, and whatever that guy was, he was what he was. I mean, I question whether he really made $21 million in his pocket one year. I question it, but if he said he did, I guess he did. However,
and with our special character, we will still love seeing you at the school.
Yeah.
And I sound laughing, but I'm not. So you're welcome.
No, that's very
to come.
true. It'd be great. So there you go. Engaging.
We had relationship that started like that.
You and I?
No, you and I too. But we had relationship that started like that. That people that called us on the radio and it became like a big conflict. And we saw them on Thursday night classes.
Yeah, and then they joined too.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, look, you have to understand, this is who we are, right? We talk about stock market, we talk about real estate, we talk about money. And Alex, if you want to know something about money, call back and ask a question about money. See, this is the problem, right? Money, it's great to make money, but money is a boring topic to talk about. I don't care what you say. It's a boring topic to talk about. Now, we could talk about stock market, we could talk about stocks, we could talk about real estate, and we do. But we have a lot of time, so sometimes we have to talk about other things. And I like the idea that we talk about our lives, because when you come see us, this is exactly who we are. All right, Omri, let's talk about something real estate.
What do you want to talk about real estate?
Let's talk about the mobile home park.
No.
You don't even want to talk about it?
I want to break from the mobile home park.
You don't even want to talk about it? Wait, let me get this straight. The other day when it was your birthday,
yeah,
right, when you came and you were feeling ill, and you were sick, you weren't even feeling good.
Yeah.
And we had a whole audience of people there, including Debbie's husband, Phil.
Yeah.
All you wanted to talk about was the mobile home park.
No,
and Phil was so bored.
Why?
Because all you did was talk about the mobile home park.
I barely talked about the mobile home park.
Omri, I love you with all my heart and soul.
What did I talk about? I don't remember.
You guys got to remember that my husband is not interested in anything investing. He's not interested in any of this stuff.
Okay.
And the whole time we were at dinner, that's all we talked about.
Okay.
So a couple times he's just like, he tried to steer the conversation in a different direction, and you brought it back. And
it was so obvious, too, that he was trying to change the conversation in a different direction.
Yeah, he kept trying to change it. Yeah, he kept trying to change it, and you kept bringing it back. And like after a while, he's just looked at me, and I'm like, I owe you one. You know what I mean? Like, that's why he doesn't like to come out with us, because this is not his area.
What?
Well, no, I mean the conversation, like, because you know that he doesn't do any of this stuff.
Any time that we go out, so I'm sorry if this is how it became.
It's fine. It's your birthday. I wasn't going to say anything. So,
it was my birthday.
So I wasn't going to say anything. But if we go out, the six of us again, we need to kind of really limit that conversation, because he just gets excluded. And,
hey, listen,
and it's not fair.
We need to send Alex, earplugs right now.
I'm just saying. So, look, when I go out with some of the guys from school, because I go out with I'm friends with a lot of the people at school, like the couple we went to Gettysburg all weekend, and the conversation not once in 2.5 days went to investments, not once.
Now, you know me, I can talk about many things besides investments.
Really? I don't think I've ever talked about anything besides investments.
Right, yeah. And that's it, and that's fine. Phil Anderson, if you're listening to me, you can call us right now.
All right,
I will apologize in person, but we have a caller now.
Let's do this. Let's go to Ray. What's going on, Ray?
I'd like to ask you about the covered call.
Wait a minute. Ray got on the phone laughing. He didn't that say it all? Didn't that say it all? He just got on the phone laughing. Now, I'm hoping he was laughing at us, not somebody else in the car.
Yeah, just laughing. At your show, yeah, right.
Okay. What's your question, man?
Well, one thing is the covered calls I wanted to ask you about, and like this investor schooling, is that something I do online, or do I have to come to a class somewhere?
Either one. You could come online, or online, or you could come in person. Where do you live?
I live in Tabernacle, New Jersey.
So
Pretty
that's
far away.
So you're about maybe an hour and 15 minutes. Well, so here's what we recommend. So you're on the fringe, right? So we recommend you come in at least once.
Right.
Just come in one time, right? Maybe even for an event. We
Right.
do we have an event coming up. The Champagne and Profits event might be a good event for you to come in. Or you come in for one class on a Thursday night. Just come in one time, and then you could, and then you could. What you could do then is you could take classes online and show up every once in a while, because it's the online experience that we have is pretty much the same as being in the class, except you don't meet the people sitting next to you, and it's always great to meet the people sitting next to you. That's pretty much it.
All right. Okay. All right. So I don't have to come every week. Okay. So that's one question. I have another question about, like, if you're renting property, and when we had the COVID, a lot of people didn't have to pay rent. How do you survive something like that?
So what you just said isn't at all true. So it wasn't that a lot of people didn't have to pay rent. It was that there were certain people who were out of work. Only certain people were out of work because of COVID. The government made certain ways for them not to pay their rent, but the government was covering their rent. So it was kind of complicated. But COVID is such an amazing black swan event that, I had a lot of fights. I had a lot of arguments on the air. I shouldn't say fights, but arguments on the air about the government had no right to do what they did. But the fact that they did it. What are you going to do, right? So they did it. But, that's very rare. And something like that is not the reason why you shouldn't invest. In fact, COVID is all the reasons why you should invest, because you had so many people during COVID who needed homes, and you found them homes afterwards. The rents went up, and houses went up incredible. I mean, my net worth doubled during COVID because of all the real estate I have. So it was really a great thing. It just, you had to wait for the end. You had to wait for the end of it. Do you have any real estate at all?
Well, I have a house that I live in, and I have a shore property.
Nice.
It's not.
All right. Well, when you're ready, come in, and we're going to teach you how to do this. And we're going to teach you how to do it right. We're going to teach you how to make money. Look, there's a lot of reasons that people think they shouldn't be a landlord, and most of them are because they've listened to their broke friends, right? If you listen to anybody who gives you advice on money, ask them if they're a millionaire. If they're not a millionaire, just tell them, thank you very much for telling me exactly what not to do. So like that guy Alex, right? Is he a radio host? I wasn't sure. I was trying to get that out of him. But he's not a radio host, right? So if he's not a radio host, thank you for telling me exactly what not to do, So that's basically what happened there. But anyway, we got to cut you short, man. I appreciate you. You're awesome. I thank you for listening. I thank you for the call. And I thank you for laughing at us.
Yeah, please
right?
come.
Yeah, and please come to Investor Schooling. All right. I want to thank all the listeners. I even want to thank Alex, because I appreciate you. I appreciate every one of our listeners, even if they're not listening anymore. I want to thank Dr. Deb for being here, for interrupting us and, making Alex really upset. I want to thank Omri for also interrupting us, because, that also made Alex even more upset. And most importantly, I want to let everybody know that this show is fun. We're fun people, and this is exactly who we are. If you come see us, you'll learn that this is kind of like what we do during the presentations that we teach people. All right, so go to investorschooling.com. That's investorschooling.com, and we will see you Thursday night.
This program is paid for by...
You are clear.
What a